Hi folks, welcome back. Welcome back to some more Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I know it's been a few days since the last stream. Do apologise. Busy times. Back in Bohemian Yorkshire. Did you just see that? Did you see how fast he ate that bowl of stew? And now he's going back for... I hope you're going to wash that up, sir. I do hope you're going to wash that up in the kitchen and not just hand it to some maid and expect her to do it. Nope, he's going to go and put it on the table over here with all the other dirty stuff. And he's going to wait for the washing up fairies to come and do it all for him. Because magically, he'll come back tomorrow and everything will be clean. And he won't have done it. And the washing up fairies will have done it all. Just like our kids believe things work in our house in the kitchen when nothing ever gets cleaned up by them. Yes, we're well familiar with the washing up fairies. Why am I wanted by the law? What have I done? What the hell have I done? Why am I here? What's going on? I'm going to get arrested and put in jail again. What's this for? This is for... It says new activity. I don't know what I've done wrong again. Let's take a little look at the journal, though. Help Betty obtain the title of municipal bathhouse. We're just waiting on that one. Ransom. I think we're actually ready to go and start this ransom quest, you know. We just need to go and find Jan and head out. We've got the brothers Grimm. We've got Menhardt's follower Arn. We've got some of the Dry Devils team. And we've got some of the guild members. So we've got... I think we've got about 8 people. That's... well, let's hope that's enough. I need to try and escape this place. I have no idea where we are. Ah, daylight. Well, wherever we are, we're hopefully safe. So anyway, now that I'm stumbling around trying to figure out what I'm doing and why the police are after me, because I'm not too sure. What are we going to do? Hey, no fun for you. How's it going? It's this guy? No, it's not this guy. I must not talk to anyone. I must not stop for anyone. I must not see the guards. What is in here? It's Friday, and I am so glad for Friday. Steal food. No, I must not steal food. Not whilst I'm already wanted. Yeah, Friday. Friday to me. When I get to Friday, I feel like I've just run the London Marathon or the Boston Marathon. But I'm not one of those people that goes jogging over the finishing line. It's like, yeah, it's amazing, wonderful. I've just done a fantastic sporting achievement. No, I'm one of those people whose legs fall off at the last drink station, which is about Wednesday. And I spend the Thursday and the Friday clawing myself like a dismembered zombie towards the finishing line. And if I just get over that line and stagger to the end of Friday and just claw myself along the tarmac by my fingernails to 6 o'clock on a Friday night, I feel like I've survived. And I've got opportunity to do it all again, already exhausted, when Monday starts at 9 o'clock. Does anyone else feel like that? Hey, Finn. I need coffee like the Finns. I think I'm probably drinking too much coffee. I don't really get much of a hit from caffeine anymore. I've probably been drinking way too much. Hey, Pac. Yeah, I'm good, thanks. I'm good. Better than everything around me, which seems to be breaking and falling down. Yeah, all good here. Razatan, welcome back. How's summer going along in all England? It's actually, we're having an amazing summer. In fact, we're having our summer in spring. And when it gets to summer, we'll probably have our autumn or our winter then. Because this is incredibly warm, dry weather that we've had for the last 6 weeks. Something's not right. Except that the Boston Marathon is back and forth for you, but the rest is correct. Hey, Mordred, welcome back. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. You drink around 12 kilograms a month per person. 12 kilograms of coffee per month? That can't be right. I would have to drink 48 of the little packs of coffee. One 250-gram bag of coffee beans lasts me, oh, I don't know. I don't know how long it lasts, actually. I've been getting through a few recently. Oh, yeah. Yes, a year. That sounds more likely. No wonder all the Finns I've met are, like, absolutely wired. If you guys are drinking 12 kilograms of coffee a month. For you, Friday starts the working week since kids are at home instead of nursery. Ah, I know that feeling. My kids are like 17, 18 now, so they're kind of mostly doing their own thing. Eldest one drives herself around, which is, it's brilliant. No longer a taxi service for that one. But youngest one, not quite. And yeah, so they've got jobs and sports and stuff that they need to go to. So yes, there's a little bit of taxing around. The guy I came here for has got so bored of waiting for me, he's walked off. He's gone over there. Right, we'll go track him down. We will go track him down. I don't know what this quest is, so let's go find out. Someone's looking for me. Keep going, keep going. Pretend I am not here. Someone stop looking at me. I think what this might be for... I think I ate out of somebody's pot of... Did the camera just did a 180 on me there? Weird. Is it the tournament? Is it the tournament that's on over here? Teenagers with boy and girlfriends can Mark approve them. I'm not given the option. Oh, laundry basket. Interesting. It's not you.
Good day, sir.
It's not you.
See you later.
It's somewhere else. Okay. The hunt is on. For the elusive quest. Up. Oi. Okay. I don't know.
Surrender.
Who the hell is this?
You're a wanted man. You've been loitering around where you shouldn't have. And I've received reports of things going missing. Don't think we're idiots. You've been accused of theft. You'll pay a fine, and if I don't find those things on you, you'll pay for them too.
I don't think this is one of the town guard. I could just pay the fine and be done. It's getting harder to persuade people, but I'm going to try.
Oh, please. Look at me. Do I look like a dishonest man? This is all just a misunderstanding.
Oh, I apologize, my lord. I must have made a mistake.
Again.
Let's just forget about this.
Do you know there's a lot of these security type people make mistakes when it comes to me about accusing me of things going missing? Yes, Steel Stanislav. I wonder who that is. That's got to be. That's maybe someone in the tournament. I don't know. I don't know why they jumped on me. Anyway, we are going. Where are we now? You couldn't watch back-to-back last stream's end, and after 2 playthroughs, you felt you played Kingdom 2 out a bit. You've done well. Wait, the guy's just gone again? I need to stop reading chat whilst we catch this guy up.
Sorry.
Get out of my way, or there will be violence. Is he? Oh, I see. I see. He's in the back of the blacksmith. Right, I think I need to be. Hang on. Big jump. So where are we? We are about to go and beat up some noble, I think. Hungarian nobleman. It's not you. Townsman. Widow Gerda. Is it the Widow Gerda?
Welcome, sir. What can I do for you?
Did Menhard send me? I have no recollection of this at all.
Menhard sent me. I heard you need somebody who knows how to fight.
Okay, now
Praise the Lord.
maybe.
I feared I wouldn't find anyone, and that would have been bad. That I'd end up all alone, just like with everything else.
First, tell me exactly what this is about. Menhard said it was fairly unusual.
My husband, may God rest his soul, left me saddled with some unpleasant business. He liked to spend evenings in the tavern and bet with the other regulars. And he promised one of them a fair sum of money after losing a bet. But that waster of mine recently passed away, and the other fella, Radmill, the cobbler's apprentice, has been hounding me like there's no tomorrow. He swears that he won fair and square and that I have to pay him the money, although I've hardly any myself. But he has no written record of it.
Well, that's his fault.
We even went to the city council, but they just slammed the door on us. Since my husband's will says disputes are to be resolved by duel and Radmill won't relinquish his claim, it's up to God himself to judge. As a widow, I have the holy right for a fighter to stand for me.
What sort of person would leave in their will, yeah, my widow will sort it out by duel. It'll be fine. She'll sort out my affairs by duel. Did I see the new Catholic Pope, what, as opposed to the new Satanic Pope? I'm not a religious man. I saw that they'd chosen one, an American guy. Oh, I did hear a terrible story about this. So apparently, he has a Bachelor's of Science in Mathematics. I heard from the university. So not is he a pope that understands sin? He also understands cos and tan. There you go. That's a mathematics joke for you. If it went over your head, then you can Google it. Right, okay, tell me about Radmill.
Tell me more about my opponent. What kind of man is he? Perhaps we could reason with him.
What do you want to know about him? He's a whoremonger, lucky enough to run into that gullible husband of mine. There's no talking to him, which makes me wonder why Cobbler Yolen keeps a leech like that in his employ.
God bless you for that joke. I don't think I'll be getting any blessings for that one. Can't take credit for that one. I saw it on Blue Sky. Do you know what? Who cares about the returns? I'm an honest, I was going to say God-fearing young gentleman of Bohemia, but I don't know how Henry kind of regards himself in that matter, so I'll just go for a fight. To be honest, the things he does, I don't think he has any respect for God's law at all.
I'll fight for you.
Thank you. I was hoping you wouldn't leave a poor old widow in a lurch. Go make arrangements for the duel with that fool, the cobbler's man, in the town hall.
To be honest, it's not about the honor, it's about the killing. So where do I go now? Is that added on as a quest? It might not have done. We need the town hall. Is it not showing? Oh, there it is. It's A. Excellent. Go talk to the rival. Can I get through there? Is there a... There isn't a door... Oh, I can go that way. We'll go that way. Hi, Pan. How's it going?
My humble...
Oh, I'll tell you what game I just heard about today. Coming up on the horizon. Pretty sure it's not out yet. Europa Universalis 5. It's like a deep strategy game. Like a cross between Hearts of Iron and Crusader Kings. But set back in... Starts in the 14th century. So, a few people have asked me to play Europa Universalis 4. It's from Paradox, Hearts of Iron people. And I think I've had a go at it in the past, but it's one of those really deep strategy games where it takes a lot to learn. And it didn't grab me enough at the time. But I may look at number 5. So I don't know what you guys think about those sort of games, whether you're interested in them. EU5's announced. Been very long away. I mean, it's been a long time since 4 came out, hasn't it? I think I played 2 or 3. I probably picked it up either dirt cheap in a sale or for free somewhere. I forget. But I played it a bit. Tried to set up a trading colony in North America, so that sounds like fun. We'll play as the English and we'll set up colonies in North America because that's bound to end well. And that's about as far as I got.
You can't be
Leave me alone. I'm innocent. What do you mean I can't be here? I need to go and speak to someone.
Next time, don't come in here without getting
Sod off. I'm going through the other side. So the guy I want... Oh, this is probably the cobbler's shop right here. I'm going to go and slap him in the face with a mailed glove to start the duel. That is the traditional way of starting a duel, I believe. Only the way I'm going to do it, my fist is going to be in the mailed glove at the time. Can't get in.
I come on behalf of Widow Gerda. I will stand for her in battle. What terms shall we agree to?
So she went and found a swordsman anyway. I had hoped that it wouldn't come to this. I won that money fair and square.
But you don't have a witness or any document.
No, I don't. Just my word. and I will gladly even swear on the cross. But once I pay the guild dues, they'll make me a master, and I'll finally open my own workshop. I swear before God, I'm in the right. And if there's no other way to defend my good fortune than with a weapon in my hand, so be it. Unless you would show mercy and let me win.
I can lend you money. Oh, that won't go down well, though, will it? There's no way I'm letting him win. But Henry... actually, we've got all that money and nothing to do with it. We could invest in some businesses. Henry becomes a man of property. Henry gains a portfolio.
Well, if it's really just about money, I can lend you some.
You're kind, but now I can't back out. It would look like admitting I was making it up the entire time.
I don't intend to break my word. And I certainly don't want to ruin my reputation by throwing a duel.
His reputation.
As you wish. Right is on my side, and God will certainly guide my hand. We just have to agree on the weapon you want to use.
The hunting knife? The axe. That would be a brutal thing. If you challenge someone to a duel and they come around and say, yeah, we're going to fight with axes. No armor, no shields, just axes. I would probably just turn around and say, you know what, mate? We'll just call it yours, eh? We'll just say you won.
I choose sword. Which weapon is best for you?
I'm a cobbler, not a swordsman. I'll have to borrow a weapon and armor from somebody. Go back to Gerda and tell her we're agreed and that we'll meet there. Southwest of the city is a large solitary tree on a hill. Gerda will know where, so come together.
Oh my god, it's the death tree. I know the one. For it was not long since we were last there fighting a duel. I think we should open a little coffee stall. Did they have coffee in Europe at this time? Because was it grown in the Middle East? Was it produced in Africa or the Middle East? When did coffee come to Europe? I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know. It is something that I should probably find out. Came to England in the 1600s from the Middle East. I know that.
How's business?
I don't know. Henry beating up the townsfolk again. This guy seems quite decent. He doesn't really deserve me to chop him into little pieces. He'll probably survive the duel, I suspect. Now then. Please be in here. There she is. Oh, it's one of these two. The next one. It's not that one. She's upstairs. I find myself running around trying to chase people down. Where the hell?
Good afternoon.
I went to see Radmill, and we agreed on terms.
And what weapon did you choose?
It'll be swords. Radmill went to find some armor, and then we'll meet at the big tree southwest of town. He said you'd know.
I know. And are you ready?
We can leave right away.
Then let's go, so I can finally have some peace.
We're going to chop him into little pieces and I'm going to feel terrible.
Today, the dispute between Gerda and Radmill will be decided once and for all. If necessary, I will gladly testify as to the recipient of God's favor in this duel today. Radmill will fight for himself, and Henry will take up arms for the widow Gerda. They have both agreed upon the weapons to be used in the duel. No other weapon is allowed. No fighter may move too far from the center of the ring. Whoever runs away loses. The duel will end as soon as someone surrenders or there is no more fighting. No killing.
Aww.
Did you understand the rules?
Yes.
I don't understand. No killing.
Yes.
Let the duel begin.
Now, question is, do I start with a sword out? I do.
Let's see what you've got.
him, Henry.
I'll destroy you.
You were saying something about destroying me?
Mercy! Spare me!
He just stood there and I went and tonked him on the head.
Oh, you certainly know how to fight.
Well,
So it's
I
decided.
know how to start.
Unfortunately for me. Let's go to the others.
Radmil, Henry,
funny.
you both fought valiantly, but God has decided the truth lies with good wife Gerda. The dispute has thus been justly settled in her favor.
Yes, that's right. Did you hear that? Don't you even think of trying to get money out of me now. I've got a witness that you lost.
Don't worry. I honor your victory. You won't hear from me again.
And you, Henry. Here's your well-earned reward.
Hi,
I'm glad to have helped settle this.
Jelenish, how's it going?
This duel was guided by the hand of God. If necessary, I will testify to everything.
Let's go talk to the guy. Because, like, I want to say no hard feelings.
What's done is done. That's the end of it.
Ah, but I've got some money for you. I can fund your new business adventure.
What's done is done. That's the end of it. Fuck all work.
Pardon?
What's done is done.
He's not talking to me. Okay. I tried to be nice. We don't need to kill him, though. Not yet. Let me see if I can do a little bit of repair work on my stuff. I think it's probably worn out. I've got 21 armorer's kits. Yeah, we need to do some work here. That is quite a lot. That is quite a lot. Right, we've got a cobbler's kit, which I... Oh, we can use those. Okay. And do we have a tailor's kit? Figured there'd be some. Nice. We're all tooled up. That's much better. Hi, Scott. So Henry's become a medieval Clint Eastwood, going town to town fighting. Oh, like any which way but loose. Now that's... Yeah, I like the reference there, actually. I like the idea of that. We just need Clyde, our faithful sidekick. Did I not get that nest? I don't think I got that nest. I think I tried to shoot it out of a tree with a blunderbuss, didn't I? There it is. I see it. It's all the way up there. Okay, there's a good shot from there. We got it this time. It's been eaten by the ground. I've seen them do this before. It falls into and through the grasses. Let's put the weapons away for now. I think it's gone. It's gone for good. Oh well, whatever was in it. Let's hope it wasn't anything too important to the game. And Grandma with the shotgun shooting bikers. Oh my god, I remember that. She was awesome. Sitting on the porch in a rocking chair. And what was the name of the biker gang? It was... Oh, I can see the guys now with the German army helmets with the horns on and everything. I was going to say, it wasn't the Black Widows, was it? It was something cheesier than that, I'm sure. Stan the Viking, hi, welcome to the stream. How's it going? What's the name of that biker gang in those movies? So we're going just here, actually. That's really convenient. So this duel's brought me out in the right direction. We're going to go start a big fight now. At some mill somewhere. Oh, the challenge is on. I've got to try and remember the name of that biker gang from the Clint Eastwood movies before someone mentions it in chat. It's on the tip of my tongue. I don't think it was the Black Widows. It was something else. It was... Oh, that's really annoying. That's really annoying. I can see the leader of it. I used to love those movies as a kid. Probably wasn't supposed to watch them as a kid, but I loved them. It was Any Which Way But Loose. And what was the follow-up? There was a follow-up, wasn't there?
think is going to clean up after them?
Let's start this fight anyway. It was Black Widows, was it? Oh, I thought it was something else. Oh, I thought there's... Must be thinking of another biker gang from a film with a comedy name. Refugee, soldier, townsman. That's not you. This is the guy?
Maybe.
Right then. I got his reinforcements.
I've arranged reinforcements. They're tough fellas, and I'm sure you'll be satisfied.
Excellent. I'll breathe easier meeting Laszlo knowing that.
Let's go.
Can we leave now to meet with Laszlo for the handover?
We can't just get up and go. We must send a message to the camp to pack up. That'll take time. Come back tomorrow. Best would be just before noon. Then there'll be enough time for everything.
All right, I think I may have a bed here. Actually, I don't have a bed here. Let's go see the innkeeper.
Bier ist besser als Gold.
I'm pretty certain I've actually paid for the bed here. Let's go. That's not a door. Where's the innkeeper? Seem to be going backwards here. No, it's showing us a bed.
It happens.
So
just watch where you're going next time.
I thought she was going to say, watch where you put your hands. That would be quite amusing, as we've actually lost Hans Capon and we don't know where he is. A missed opportunity there, I think. So we're going to eat some food to start with, because I'm pretty sure. Let's make... what have I got going off? I've got 2 cheeses, which we should really dry. Plus 26. 1 lump of cheese is enough to feed a man for a whole day.
Maybe I should add some spice.
Ah, no. Escape. Back. I think I've got a book to read. We nicked one, didn't we? And then the guards took it off us because they caught us stealing. And then I nicked it back. Yep, I thought so. I don't know if I've finished it, though. I've already read it. I don't remember reading that one. Easy there, Wallace. But it's all about the cracking cheese, Gromit. I love that line. Every time I pull some cheese out the fridge, or we serve it, or we have it, you know, with crackers or whatever, as a family, I always come out with that line. And I'm sure the rest of the family are totally sick of it, but too good a show. Have I seen the new movie? Is that the one where the penguin comes back, breaks out of prison? We want to just sleep, don't we? From... Oh, it's pretty late in the day anyway, so this is cool. So we're going to sleep that many hours, apparently. A bit longer. Vengeance Most Foul. Yeah, that's the one. I can't remember his name. But the criminal penguin breaks out. So I must have seen it. Outlaw Josie Wales was another good Clint Eastwood movie. I really like that one. I like that one largely because of the... Can you guys see? You guys have seen that. As you can see, I'm a bit of a fan of the black powder weapons of the time. And I don't know if... I think he has... I think in Outlaw Josie Wales, he has some Colt 1860s, which that is a replica of. But I think he has the Colt Dragoons as well, which are like a much heavier, bigger, earlier version of those. Designed to be fired from horseback, because they're a bit heavy for lugging around on your belt. So yeah, Outlaw Josie Wales is great though. I need 4 of them. So I think what we're going to do is go outside. We can't sleep anymore. I've got nothing to... I don't need to steal. So we're just going to wait. We're going to skip time. We'll go till 11. Go and find some food at the inn. And then we shall travel off and do this quest. The dragoons? The dragoon pistols were vulnerable to chain fire. It's scary, that. You know, when you pull the trigger and several cylinders go off. It's why those those Colt revolving carbines, which was like a carbine version of that, effectively, weren't popular because people weren't shown or didn't pay attention to how to shoot them properly, put the hand, as you would on a carbine or rifle, forwards of the cylinder, and then got the fingers shot off during chain fires. Yeah, I guess you'd only do it once, but I don't suppose you'd be pulling the gun out for another go after it had happened. I need to find some food, didn't I? Let's go find some food and put the torch away. Should be some in one of these. I've paid for the room. I demand feeding.
Ekelhaften Schweine. Who do
There's
they
not a
think
pot
is
of
going to
beans
clean
in
up
here.
after them?
There is. And I can have some. Excellent. Looks fantastic. Yeah, Outlaw Josie Wales was good. And obviously the Good, the Bad and the Ugly movies, Fistful of Dollars, those are pretty good. Very different feel, but I think Outlaw Josie Wales is my favourite Clint Eastwood Western. That should see us right for food for a bit. Yeah, we're good. Right then. Can we leave now? Where's he gone? We're ready for a fight.
Can we leave now to meet with Laszlo for the handover?
We can, if you're ready.
So, let's go. But first, we have to send that boy to the camp.
I'll take care of it. Then we'll leave straight away.
You and Jan are on your way to meet with Laszlo Farkas, who's a very unsavory character.
Would someone please explain what is going on here?
What's that, Farkash? Your plans didn't work out.
Aha. So it is you who owes me an explanation.
That's right. Don't say anything, Henry. He's played a trick on us, and now he'll pay for it.
Is he going straight to combat then?
Well, Sir Jan, perhaps we can strike a deal.
He wants to
I
talk
don't
now.
think so, but speak. No nonsense.
Let us go back to the original plan. I will hand over Peter's body to you and all his equipment, and you will pay me the agreed ransom. And then we shall go our own ways. Alive.
What do you think about this?
If we let him run, he'll soon try another crooked trick.
You're right. There'll be one less swine in the world.
Henry, listen to me. You can end this battle here and now and save the lives of my men and yours.
What do you mean?
Kill Jan, and we will let you go.
Oh,
And not
I don't
empty-handed.
think so. No,
Don't listen to him. He's playing games with you.
Don't worry, we got
You
this.
have my word, Henry.
You're already a lying bastard.
I'll kill you.
Time for the old... I thought I had him there. I'm trying to save my guys here. Right, he's down. Just make sure he's down as well. I don't want anyone. Someone died. Who was that died? You got this, guys. You got this. That's a sodding big axe. Right. What casualties did we take? Are you okay? Oh, he's okay. He's okay. Hog's dead. I lost Hog from the guild. That's okay. Who's that? Kubienka. He's fine. We'll see him later. Ada, you don't look so well. Just random soldier. Okay, well, I think we're okay. Am I planning more trips to Ukraine? Yes, I am in July. I'll have some details of that coming soon. We've just got the fundraising page. Well, it should be getting set up today as we speak. So yeah, I'll be happy to share that. Got some cool pictures when that goes up of what happened to the last vehicle, how it's been converted into a casualty evacuation vehicle. Looks awesome now. So that's really good. Henry chooses violence, of course. It was the only way out of that.
I have the feeling I can now hang up my hat as a messenger.
Yes. We should head home.
I know things didn't turn out the way you wanted, but I held up my end of the bargain.
That's true. It would be dishonorable of me to deny you all of your reward. Here. You've earned it. But something else occurred to me. I'd like to give you my brother's sword. Peter was carrying it when they caught him. If Farkash didn't steal it, it should still be on the cart. Carry it with honor befitting a knight. It's a mighty weapon.
I already have a mighty weapon, but thank you. What's it worth? I better not say that.
I'll do my best. I wouldn't want to dishonor Peter.
I've only known you a short time, but I believe you wouldn't.
Thank you for your faith in me, sir.
One more thing. Or actually, two more things. Besides a sword, Peter also had a cuirass and a shield, emblazoned with the Sukotleski coat of arms. They're heirlooms, and they're very valuable to us, especially now that Peter's dead. Please, don't take them. I'll bring them home to remember him by. Well, I no longer have any business here. I should return home and give Peter the funeral he deserves.
I'm sorry it ended this way.
Me too. I don't even want to think about how I'll tell Father. Peter was his firstborn son, his pride and joy, his successor, and on top of it all, a knight.
He was an ex-knight, no. You behaved in a knightly fashion. Yeah, I think you did.
Well, what you just did was also befitting of a knight.
It was mostly your work.
Oh, come now. You defended the truth and the honor of your family and your brother. Your father can be proud.
If you think so. I'll be going now. It was a pleasure to meet you, Henry.
Godspeed, Sir Jan. Have a safe journey.
Right, quick, get the sword before he runs off with it.
Is that supposed to be a threat?
Hey! Hang on, we need to put the sword away. He doesn't like me running around. So I'm supposed to have that. It doesn't look that great, but it's mine. I'm not robbing. Okay, I'm not robbing.
I'm sorry.
We do this properly. Have I ever been in Finland? I have. I went to Saraselka in the north, in the Arctic Circle. I was going to say in the North Pole, but yeah, you know what I mean. Laszlo Farkas. Oh, he might have some good stuff on him. Oh, he does. Ooh, that is expensive. A solid gold ring. I'll take his walnuts as well. And that, right, and some lion perfume. Okay, that stuff might be useful. The other cumans, apart from taking groschen, not interested in looting them because I just can't sell all the stuff, unfortunately. It's too hard. Did we get everyone then? Yeah, it was awesome, but we went to Saraselka at Christmas time, so obviously there was only about 2.5 hours of daylight, which is fine. It was a wonderful place. I loved the food, coffee. Didn't have so much of the beer or the drink. It was with the kids and they were tiny. So yeah, but wonderful spot. Really enjoyed it. Skiing resort for tourists. We didn't really do any skiing. Did a bit of cross-country skiing. It was to go and obviously visit Father Christmas. That's what it was for. Right, I think we're done. And I haven't checked out this mill. So I don't know if there's anything in it for me. It's been burnt to the... There's a skeleton in there. And there is indeed a chest that's locked. Let's see what's left in this burnt-out mill's chest. This could be something cool. I'm trying to think what traditional Finnish food I ate when I was there. There was reindeer pie. On the Adamites or naked worshippers. Okay, we don't know what that's all about, but we'll have a read of that. Bit of bedtime reading. Naked worshippers. Right then, quest done. Those two Knight brothers didn't turn up. I thought I'd asked them, but clearly I hadn't. So, my bad on that. Lapland is nice, but there's a hell of a lot of land and places to discover. Find even more when the snow's gone. But yeah, I really liked it. And we went down that huge toboggan run they've got down there. So that was awesome. Or up there, I should say. Well, we have a quest we could pick up there. There are things we could do. We need to go back to town. I don't think there's much to do outside. Oh, let's just wait till the council. That one we think is broken. I mean, I will pick this up. Just because we can. And it's nearby. But I guess we're actually going to go and do some of the main story. Hell, what's that all about? It's got to be like 20 hours since I did a main story quest. Crazy. So that guy's brother was Boromir. Oh, poor Faramir. Oh, okay, Boromir. We know what's going to happen to him now. He survives and gets the girl. Sounds like a good ending. Can you eat the main story? I'm sure Henry will try. He's often hungry. Right, hang on. We're here. There was something about a point of interest tipster? Whoa. Unless I've clicked on the wrong place on the map. It's there. Oh, okay, I get it. This guy's traveling. I see.
Go.
Let's get ahead of them and stop them.
Whoa, whoa. This house must have cost a pretty
Goliath. Ah, it's the guys from the guild. Can I talk you into another fight? I don't really want another fight. It's just a repeatable fight with those two. So who survived then? Goliath and Arn the German.
Schönen Tag. Was willst du?
He looks in a lot better condition than the other guys do. That was pretty cool. They came with us. Are you going to do the Kingdom Come 2 Brushes with Death DLC if you're not finished when it comes out? I haven't heard anything about that. That's the first mention. I would like to play any DLC that comes out for this game. Probably. Do you know when it's due? Have they mentioned? I suppose we should get on with the quest, shouldn't we? Let's fast travel to Kuttenberg. If it's not too late when we get there, we'll go and do this little quest. Seems to be a lot longer journey than I remember. Comes out on the 15th of May. So I've got a week to finish it. It sounds unlikely, but I don't know how much there is left of the game, so it might be something that I don't play straight away when it comes out, but play when we finish the game. Depends. It might not be one of the... I don't know anything about it, like I say. But it might not be something that you need to finish the main game to enjoy. So it might be something we could just jump into. And if that was the case, I could probably do that. Like the first game, it had lots of stuff that you could just jump into, didn't it? And play as you were going along.
My respect.
Right, I don't know if the guards still want me. I could probably do with finding a bucket of water to have a wash in. Oh, wait. Is it actually in there? Damn, I thought we'd found a suitable well then. I know where this is. I think this is where I went trying to seduce some young lady who was due to get married. And failed. Additional side quest chain, and you can paint your own shield. How free are you able to paint your own shield? Could we paint...
I'm in no mood for nonsense, so no messing about.
Okay, no nonsense for me. Could we paint a giant cock and balls on it and ride into battle? We have to keep things classy, of course. You don't have to be finished with the main game. The DLC can be played at any point. Oh, cool. That would be nice. That would be nice. I shall have a look. What platform have I got this on? Steam, isn't it? So, yeah, I could probably do that. Oh, unlockable symbols. Okay. I don't suppose one of them will be a cock and balls. Oh, throughout the story and exploration. Ah, that's nice. That is quite nice. Right, so we want to be in there. I can't believe I've not found anywhere to have a wash.
I have not changed my answer. I will not sell you the rights to my mines. Not today, not tomorrow, nor in 100 years.
Wasn't expecting this.
You will not get your hands on my silver.
You forget I have influential friends. If you won't sell the mines, you'll lose them. Just like Malishov. Along with your life, if you defy me.
There's a butt trumpet? Awesome! We need the butt trumpet on our shield and coat of arms. That is the most important bit.
Mind your step. Two can play that game. Did you really think that I didn't know you were stealing the royal silver, eh?
We're going to get a knife in the guts
When
here.
your self-proclaimed king finds that out, your head will be on the chopping block.
Okay. Two sinister bastards. Who's
Seize that traitor!
on the right side? Who's this? Things are all kicking off
Not
now.
another step.
You'll get yours too, turtle dove.
Shoot him. Nice shot.
What are you waiting for? Can't you see? They're threatening the Royal Mint Master.
I don't know who's on whose side. I suggest we kill them all and ask questions later. Hi, Iguana. Yep, Henry back at it. Is there a fight kicking off?
Get him!
Hey! I just turned up here.
You should have fucking known of it. Bash him on the head!
There's a guy there, is there?
Nice! Come on, scum!
Ow!
You don't! Bash him on the head! No chance! You don't know that's for us! Nice hit! Come! Do it! Yeah!
Got him with a nice feint there.
Fuck yourself! Kill him!
No need to be rude. We're all professionals here.
Damn. They gave me a going over. Good thing you showed up, lad.
You all right, sir? Looks like you took some hits.
It's just a scratch.
Tis but a scratch.
My God, you're hurt.
I'm all right. What the hell was that, Rosa?
I saved your life. Didn't you notice?
We would have been in the right if you hadn't taken the shot. Now we have the blood of the king's men on our hands. Do you have any idea what this means?
Was I supposed to let one of Sigismund's lackeys insult us in our own home?
And you thought this was a better solution?
Yes.
You know what? Let's just leave it be. I don't want to argue in front of the young man here. Apologies for the mess, stranger. There aren't usually so many corpses strewn about our courtyard.
There is when I turn up. Should I clear them out?
Should I get rid of them?
Absolutely not. We'll call the guards and tell them what happened. That Ulrich Vavak and his men attacked us for no reason.
You think that will make them let us off the hook?
Not for free. But knowing young Plimo, the commander of the guard, I'm sure he won't refuse my coin. But back to you, lad. Who are you? And why have you graced us with your visit?
I'm Henry
That's
of
a
Scalise,
good question.
Squire to Lord Capron.
I don't know.
Bergstein.
Pleased to meet you. Conslin Routard. And this feisty creature here is my daughter Rosa.
Like father, like daughter.
Why did your master send you to me, Henry?
He didn't, sir. Unfortunately, he's in enemy captivity.
We're sorry to hear that.
But I plan to rescue him. And I believe you can help me with that.
We can? How?
Lord Capon is held at Malashov.
Our Malashov?
Ah,
I don't
yeah.
envy him. I was planning on fixing the roof before they took it from us. It's full of leaks. I doubt its new master will lift a finger to do anything about it. But tell me, why would I meddle in matters that don't concern me?
We're on the same side. I'm not gonna say I helped you, or it's your duty. That's a bit mean, I think. I'm gonna try and go the persuasive one. You think Rosa might be romanceable? Henry needs to find a wife and settle down. Keep him away from all this vagabondish behaviour he keeps getting into.
Well, we all stand on the same side. Against Sigismund.
That is undoubtedly true. I don't like that ginger bastard either. Especially since his people started sticking their fingers in my coffers. But to get involved in something as dangerous as freeing a captured nobleman in a territory conquered by Sigismund?
We have to do something to help. I know it's dangerous.
Dangerous? It's madness. What if somebody finds
He
out?
just killed the king's men here.
Nobody will know.
You haven't been in Kuttenberg for long, have you? The walls have ears here. I'd only end up with my head on the chopping block. And I don't even want to think about what they'd do to Rosa.
That's true. As long as Vavak's breathing down our necks, we have to be careful.
Who is he, anyway?
Ulrich Vavak von Neuhaus. The new mint master appointed by Sigismund himself. He's had it in for us ever since he took over the office. He's been pressuring me to hand over my mining rights. It seems he'd like to see me reduced to a beggar. And now we've killed his men. The king's men. I'll have to reach deep into my pocket to get out of that. Like Rosa said, lad. As long as Vavak is around, my hands are tied. I'm sorry.
Add Captain Vulgus. What do you think the Let's Players will do when the public has less disposable income? You think they're going to have to pivot to sponsorships and similar? I don't think it'll make much difference, to be quite honest. People haven't had a lot of disposable income for a long time. Should I kill him? He must have a weakness.
Then let's get rid of Vavak. He must have some weakness, right?
There may be one. It's obvious Vavak is getting richer than his office warrants. There are rumors going around that he's stealing the king's silver. He even uses it to mint counterfeit groschen, using a fake dye. If Sigismund were to find out, he'd have him executed at once, regardless of his noble blood.
Problem fixed. Let's do that.
But you need evidence to make such an accusation, right?
Exactly.
But how do we find it?
Some of the silver goes missing somewhere along the way to the mint. And we have to find out where.
Find out? But how? They don't let just anyone into the mines and smelting works.
You're right. Only authorized people are allowed in. Fortunately, we have an ally. My friend Peter of Pisek. They ousted him from the Mintmaster's office, but his brother Christian remained in the Italian court. He wanted to become the Mintmaster himself, but because of Vavak, he had to settle for the steward's office. He hates him even more than we do on account of it.
And that's saying something.
Christian and I were just talking about his suspicions. He'd welcome any dirt you can dig up on Vavak, just as much as I would. If you go to him and ask for help on my behalf, I'm sure he'll accommodate you. I'll help you free Lord Capon in exchange for evidence of Vavak's fraud. That's fair.
That's a deal.
Isn't it?
We have a deal.
It's a deal. I've already met Peter of Pisek, and I know he can be trusted. Let's hope the same goes for his brother.
Excellent. You'll find Christian and Horshan at the estate near the mines. Tell him the password, Via Argentum, the path of silver. He'll know who he's dealing with. But be careful, both of you. This is our last chance to stop Vavak.
Both of us?
We'll be praying for you.
Both of us? Is she coming with me? I'm getting mixed messages. I need a bath, and I need to put my charisma suit on. Quick, a bath. A bath. My kingdom for a bath. I can loot these guys, right? I'm not gonna touch them. I don't need the stuff. Come on, game. Give me somewhere to have a wash. There's got to be somewhere. I'm coming straight back here. There we go. I knew there would be somewhere. We're in. Got Sky Oblivion soon. When is that coming along? Because what is that? That is a Oblivion modded thing to work like Skyrim, or is it the other way around? Right, let me see if we're allowed in here.
Hey, you can't walk around at night without a light.
All right, all right. Yes, okay, I get the point.
And lo, there was light, and he saw that it was good. Now
You
move along.
cheeky bastard. Right, okay. We're not allowed in there yet. We shall try later. I'm not touching them bodies. Oh, maybe I should. No, because the boss ran off, and the others don't matter, do they? They're just soldiers. That's fine. We'll go. Too bad there's not a version of an adoring fan you can follow around you with a bathtub. We need a squire. Not just to carry the masses of loot we pick up, but yes, to carry a bathtub, a basin, a flannel, and some soap.
You're always welcome here, good sir.
Thank you very much. Very kind of you. Okay, let's get on the quest then. And we're going to play this properly. I need to go and speak to this guy. Oh, right, it's all the way up here. Talk to Christian of Pissex. So I guess, what time of day is it? Could we do with a fix? Health and energy. Our bedroom is not far away, so we're going to go and have a sleep. I think it's over here. Which we'll get some repairs done. We will sell some stuff on the way out of town in the morning as well. So Sky Oblivion is Oblivion remade in the Skyrim engine. Yeah, what timing? It's a shame that the Oblivion remaster was kept so secret, because it's not just a remaster. There are a few gameplay changes in it, mostly for the better from what I can see. But what we could do with is a Morrowind remaster. I would play that. Actually, I need to play Skyrim and finish that at some point. Never actually finished it. I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Yes, I am. Oh, yes, the squire would have to carry toilet paper as well. Or a good handful of clean straw, at least. You've discovered your bed.
I apologize.
Oh, there's nothing to eat in this place, is there? Bread and bacon, but I have to steal it. We need to see the bathhouse mistress as well, but I think we'll just focus on getting a good night's sleep first, if people will let me up there. Come on, let me in. Let me in, or I get violent. Oh, we can. We can eat up here. Excellent. We'll take some of that. Thank you. Just that there was no food downstairs. But this is obviously the accommodation section. Why am I locked out? I'm locked out of my own bedroom. The game has done something a bit weird here. Since that quest kicked off, there's 2 your beds. Is there another way through? Oh, thank you. Let me in. Let me in.
I apologize.
Is that... No, this is not my bed.
Hey!
You just go and mind your own business. I've paid for this room. Yes, you stay over there. I'm going to get the innkeeper to brick that door up with you inside it, I think. Right, sleep and save. Interconnecting doors with strangers. Terrible idea. We need to go till here. And we'll get some food on the way down. And go and check out some of the armorer's shops, I think, as we go. Yeah, slightly bugged, unfortunately. But with any luck, we won't have to spend too much more time here. Squire, I bid thee for buttocks napkins. Store them with the bum trumpet. The squire can carry that as well. That happened to you too. It's a bug they still couldn't solve perfectly. You just broke in when nobody saw you. The bed was yours again. I don't have any problems with the bed. It's only the door. And it's since that cutscene where we lure someone up here to attack Catherine. Hi, Piranha Man. Have I sorted the video card? The video card for the gaming PC is still waiting, because the longer I wait with that, the more the prices may come down. But also, there's no point me getting that until I can do 1440p. I need a new monitor for that, and a capture card in the stream PC. And there's no point me getting that until the fibre internet is installed, and the engineers still aren't coming up to do it. It's been going on since February now. It's getting ridiculous. They just need a guy with the right cable, because 3 times people have turned up with the wrong cable. It's getting a joke. But in the streaming PC, yeah, there's a new card in there that's not actually generating the stream at the moment. The CPU's still generating the stream in that. But as soon as we get the full fibre internet, then the card in there will start doing the streaming generation, which will be 1440p on YouTube. Twitch doesn't let me do that, unfortunately, at the moment. But one day it will. We're going downstairs. So, yeah. Yes, lots to sort out. So many little expenses. But the new video card I'll be getting, say they're going to be a 5070 Ti or an AMD 9070 XT. The AMD one's the better value at the moment, but the Nvidia one has some slight bonuses when it comes to video editing and stuff. And I forgot to get my breakfast as we went past the kitchen up here. I'm going to take 2 portions of breakfast because Henry's hungry. Yeah, what a hassle. It is hassle. The good news is I'm going to end up with free internet for about a year, because since the 10th of March, which was the first botched appointment to fix this, sorted out, I'm on compensation. This is automatic compensation that the Ombudsman's just awards anyone whose things are messed up. £6 something per day, with a maximum. There is a cap on it, but yeah, probably pay for my internet for the best part of a year, I think. You like Nvidia? Yeah, Nvidia's good. As you can see, there's a 4060 that's in the streaming PC. It's only used for occasional gaming when Mrs. GFL decides she wants to play something with us on the computer, which is not very often, but it was recently Medieval Dynasty and Mines of Moria. We've got 1080 Ti, which is powering this. Ultra settings, 1080p, 60 FPS, no problem. Still a fantastic card 7 years after I bought it. Only reason I'm upgrading is because no ray tracing on it, unfortunately, and some games require that. Otherwise, it's an amazing card. Much better value than the top-of-the-line things of today's offerings from Nvidia.
Keep close to the others.
And I don't think you can see the box. It's maybe just out of shot. Yeah, it's just out of shot. That was an old GTX 970, which used to do all my recording and all my streaming stuff until recently. So, pretty good. Greed Video is lacking. They're a bit expensive. I think what they've done, though, is they've bundled up all their AI and video editing power inside video cards, which means that AI farms and content creators and all sorts of other producers and photo editors and stuff want to buy the top of the range things, which means it drives the price up because there's not enough supply to meet the demand of everything, and gamers get screwed because they're caught up in that. If they made a separate professional card, separate to the gaming card, it wouldn't be an issue, but that probably doesn't play as well to their profit plans, I would guess.
Greetings. Welcome, sir. What can I do for you?
We're going to go for trade.
I'll have a look at the wares.
I believe I have some stuff. Trade has got 890, so we can sell some stuff. The Noble's Hunting Sword. That's supposed to go on the horse, I think, because I need to get... In case we have to fight any more funny duels. Wow, I could do... How badly damaged is that? I don't think it's going to be as good as the Milanese Cuirass, is it? But I could sell one thing and get everything done. So let's try and sell it. I can sell 2. Everything's too expensive. Right, let's put 2 on. That'll do. This is going to be a bad deal for me.
About the price.
Well.
Yeah, bad deal. But anyway.
Well. Thank you, sir.
This is how we sell stuff now. So I'm just going to visit every armor smith I can on the way out of town till we've sold all these. If I go that way, there's not many. So let's go up the other way. Put the torch away.
It happens.
I look like an idiot running around in daylight in the rain with a torch out. If you see a good deal for an upgrade, you might want to jump on it before inflation demand and reduced production. Yeah, it is a case of trying to grab things at the right time. And also, you never know what just lies ahead with changes in price, like tariff announcements or new product announcements, which either suddenly make the older stuff more valuable and it goes up in price, or it makes the older stuff obsolete and comes down in price. And you always think, ooh, if I wait another month, maybe I'll get something better. But it's impossible to tell, so it's a real pain in the arse with the status of the video card industry at the moment. It's not great. So we do what we do, and when we do actually need one, that's when we buy it. So at the moment, my purchasing list goes fiber optic internet, which could be any day now, but I've been saying that since the middle of March. And as soon as that's in, we need a 1440p video card. So we also need a 1440p monitor and a 1440p capture card. And those are the three things I have to buy all at once. And there's no point spreading them out because I can't really use one before I get one of the other ones. It's a pain in the ass. All sorts of things.
What do you have for sale?
This might be a small window from crypto miners getting rid of their old GPUs. Yeah, I'm not buying older stuff, and they can stick their GPUs where the sun doesn't shine. What do we want? Yeah, the trouble with buying second-hand stuff is if you knew where it was coming from, it'd be absolutely fine, because everyone sells it second-hand saying, yeah, barely used, just ran a few games. They don't say that it was overclocked to hell, or that they asked about with the cooling and disassembled it, put it back together, or that they've been running a crypto rig on it for 24 hours a day for the last 2 years. You just don't know. And for what I do, it's not performance that really matters. It's reliability and stability. That matters above all else. All else. Because you could lose an hour's worth of recording or editing or whatever through one little crash at the wrong point. So it's just not worth it. To me, I just value stability. Which is why I don't overclock the processors or GPUs. Because that tiny little increase in performance that you can get, which will make a marginal difference to what I do, can just not be worth it when if it causes any instability that loses me time, because time is the big thing. Surprised that they're willing to pay £6 a day for so long. Must be super profitable if you can eat that cost. Yeah, it's not the internet provider. So, like, my internet provider is PlusNet, which are absolutely amazing company. I've been with them 20 years. So the people paying me the compensation it'll be coming through PlusNet, but it's OpenReach, who are basically, they're like Network Rail. Network Rail are the company that look after the entire nation's rail tracks, but you don't deal with them directly. The public doesn't. So OpenReach deal with the entire nation's telecoms infrastructure, at least the cabled and line stuff, and the old copper lines which are going out. You can't deal with them directly, but all the internet providers rent lines and capacity and stuff off them. So it's OpenReach who ballsed everything up several times. They have to pay the compensation, which gets applied to my broadband bill, basically. Yeah, we'll accept that. We can't go lower, so that's fine.
Oh, danke.
So yeah, it's the ombudsman, the government-controlled watchdog, basically brought this in because the public can't complain about what OpenReach do. So they brought this in to try and kick them into line, basically, to get on and do a proper job. And it hasn't worked, but
Greetings.
What that's do you need? You still find it hilarious that world economy pretty much works like Warhammer 40k, orc technology, the power of imagination. I would like to buy orc technology. I like those big guns and the vehicles. Oh, they're the stuff. Definitely. It's a subsidized government-run company. No, it's not government-run. It is a private company, but it's complicated. It used to be a government-owned company. Then a whole lot was sold off and privatized when British Telecoms was privatized in the 80s. And then other companies came in that could provide telecom services, but because British Telecoms had the monopoly over both maintaining the network and selling stuff to the public, it wasn't fair that these other companies had to go through them to get their network maintained if they were trying to sell broadband to punters like me. So then Openreach was forced to be split off from BT to become its own thing. So even BT had to contract them to get work done. The idea was this would make it all fair, but basically Openreach not being contactable by the public, not having a public-facing front end, they don't have to deal with complaints or anything like that. They can, like, not turn up to appointments. They can, like, yeah, Mark down there, he can wait 6 months for his broadband. We don't really care because no one's going to complain directly at us. It's crap, but is it government? Is it subsidised? I don't know if it's subsidised. It probably the rollout of high-speed broadband is subsidised, definitely. But generally, I don't think the running of it is anymore. But we all pay for it individually through our bills to our internet providers, a portion of which goes to them to maintain the network. I think that's how it works. It's a mess. Let's see. Used to volunteer at electronic disposal sites. Anyone bringing in anything interesting that's still working could be refurbished? Yes, nice. Yeah, that's a good idea. Hate to see things being thrown away when it could be reused. And there's a lot of stuff that is, because people generally, they're not that tech savvy for fixing their own devices, computers and stuff. Or they get bad advice. Or they think, oh, the cost of that to fix that desktop is going to be 200 quid. I'll just go buy a new one. When they don't realise it might be just one minor thing inside, so the whole desktop ends up in recycling. And yeah, you can get some great stuff. Like I recently, because I do PC repairs as a business as well, I recently took in 11 laptops that were for disposal from a company that just wanted rid of them. They needed them wiping, data completely securely erasing and all the rest, and getting rid of. But 7 of the 11 are actually good enough to stick SSDs in and sell on. So that's one of my projects at the moment, to work my way through those. What are we selling? Nothing at the moment. I was thinking that might be better for me, but it's not. So let's instantly go to that. Yeah, one item, and no one can buy it off me. I can't. I have to give it away almost.
A little tip.
Well, thank you.
I was glad to be of help.
They're changing this, I believe, in the next patch. They're going to adjust armor values and prices and availability. I don't know if they're doing much with the merchants themselves, with how much gold they have or how it's generated, but they are changing how we can sell things and how often we get this good stuff. I think it's going to be a nice change. All right, go and check out that lunch. Lunch sounds good. I could do with an extra lunch.
Good day, sir.
I don't look like I could do with an extra lunch, but I feel like I could do with an extra lunch. That's why you go to junkyards, more interested in mechanical items. You save 2 Singer typewriters in good conditions. Those things, if you know how to fix them up, like the Singer sewing machines and typewriters and stuff, they have some value to collectors. Particularly the sewing machines that I know. I do know someone who collects them. And even the old ones, if they're still made to work, then people want them. A lot of the new ones are like software controlled, and I think, a bit like cars, the computer goes wrong, therefore your car doesn't work. I think people like the old mechanical things. Less to go wrong with them, possibly. So those work? Cool. Right, we are selling. I might as well sell this sword. Oh, actually, it's not bad, is it? It is not a bad sword. I don't think I have any use for it, though. Decorated pommel in the shape of a clenched fist. I'll see if I can sell my other stuff first, though. Should I just sell him? He doesn't have much money. I'm just going to sell a solid gold ring.
Let's talk about the...
I can't get everything.
Do we have a deal?
You won't convince...
Aye.
I'm glad you found what you...
My favourite pastime. Walking around in the rain, going from shop to shop, selling my shit.
I'm sorry.
Should be another one somewhere up here. We'll try going straight on. No, nothing up there. Maybe we're done. Maybe we've got them all. It's cheap armor. I bet they turn around and sell it for the price of a small house. They make plenty of money out of me. which is what I liked about the first game. Hope you can hear this, folks. I'm having a job hearing myself over the noise of the rain here. Let me just dive into the shop. Oh, that's so better. That's a nice sound effect. It instantly dies down when you go inside. It's just sheltered. Very nice. Yeah, in the old game, you'd sell stuff to the merchants, and come the end of the week, whatever was in their chest that was above their normal inventory, they would convert it into gold, so they could buy, or groschen, so they could buy more off you next week. It felt like you could see them selling it on. It doesn't work like that here. They always have the same amount of buying power. Well, I think it's a shame.
Show me your word.
It controls the economy, so you can't just make millions of groschen. I understand that, but I liked how it felt before. Did you hear that door slam? It slammed so hard, I feel like it probably came off its hinges. It sounds like my daughter's home. Right, what have we got to sell? Just the sword. Okay, we'll sell that. And we're done.
Let's talk about the prop. Satisfied?
You really... Ja, das ist gut. Finally,
That'll do.
good.
That'll do.
Und viel Glück für die Zukunft, mein Herr.
Nice. Okay, we can actually get round to doing what we're supposed to be doing now. Hey, T-Pod, a few minutes behind. Nvidia have professional graphics cards called the Quadro. Just the same card as RTX, but costs 2 to 3 times as much. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame that they bundle all their, like, production and AI and creative stuff onto, like, the 5080s and 5090s. Because it makes them very powerful, because they are very powerful cards to start with. But it also means that all the creative people, video editors and photo editors and whatever people do with AI shit, need to buy them up. And it obviously then creates massive demand. And then the gamers who don't need a lot of that stuff either have to pay extra or get cut out. It's a bad do. It is a bad do, but AMD are doing their stuff properly now, or better. And their current iteration of video cards actually look pretty good. And it's very much tempting me. Like the 9070 XT would do me very well for 1440p gaming. Not quite as good at ray tracing, admittedly, which will be a shame. But that's okay. It would be good enough. It's at a better price than Nvidia equivalents.
Now you're going to get it.
Is that right? Didn't look like I got it. In fact, it looked more like you were going to get it.
Show what you're made of. Enough. I give up.
That was your first mistake. So, having spent 20 minutes trying to sell all the stuff in town, we've now, in the space of 30 seconds, given ourselves 10 minutes work again to try and sell all this stuff. Let's see what we can get. And I am going to take it, because we might need all that money in some DLC that's coming. So yeah, 9070 Ti, which would be, it would do me very well. It would do everything I want. It's just expensive, which is, it's a bit too expensive, but it would do what I need in all purposes. Or the RX 9070 XT, which would be cheaper, not quite as amazing for what I do, but yeah, should be easily good enough, I think. And that's my budget. I'm not paying $1,000 for a video card, because that's just too much. Especially when I have to buy out these other bits and pieces as well. It also makes lower video cards more expensive as people are forced to compete for less expensive cards. Yeah, the Intel ones should be less expensive cards, but there's so much demand for them that it's pushed the price up for those. Now they have various issues, but at sort of entry level, for low end 1440p and any 1080p, they're actually very good, but not quite as power efficient, and there are some issues with drivers and various things still. But they're pretty good. But I'm looking at the prices of those, and I was thinking about one of those for the streaming PC, because they can do the AV1 streaming and recording, which is one of the key criteria I had for getting a card for that machine. And they were the same price as an Nvidia 4060, which is why I went with the 4060, because it'll do the encoding bit slightly better for what I want to do, with less risk of issues So it was a shame. And more importantly, more power efficient. So I didn't need to change the power supply on there, which saved me another 50 or 60 quid or something. Those roadside bandits are very well equipped. Yeah, I don't know who they've been killing to get all this stuff. But the bandits in this game are really tooled up. Not just a bunch of ragamuffins. Hey, Yacht Mike, how's it going? Nice to see you. Yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be exciting getting a new video card. I haven't had a video card in 7 years for the gaming PC. Haven't needed one. The only time this one's been, the 1080 Ti has been pushed, it's when games haven't been optimized properly. So things, and for 1080p gaming, I should make clear. Things like Horizon Zero Dawn, the PC port, that was awful. But after a patch, it was fine. So that, I think I put off streaming that for about a month, waiting for the patch to come out. Don't think Red Dead 2 caused me any bother. So yeah, so all I need is to get 60 FPS, preferably at maximum settings, so it looks good for you guys. And then I don't need any more performance than that. I don't need to go above 60 because that's all we record out and stream at. So that's all good.
Whoa, whoa.
And the other thing I like in a video card that most people probably aren't as bothered about, I'd like them to be as quiet as possible. In fact, a lot of the new ones have got a quiet BIOS and a performance BIOS, and you flick a switch on them, you get a bit more performance. It basically underclocks or overclocks the card slightly, generates more heat on the overclock, and then the fans are noisier. But if I've got enough performance to get the 60 FPS at whatever resolution I'm playing, I'm happy for it to be. I want it to be quieter, so it doesn't make noise, pick up on the microphone, stuff like that. So it's kind of different. A lot of streamers will just go, yeah, I'll get the 5090 or the 5080. I get the most expensive one. But for me, I have a slightly different batch of criteria for buying cards. Are we going down the mines here? We might be. This looks like the guy.
Keep close to the others.
You're a Christian of Pisek?
I am. What do you need?
Kunzlin Ruthard sent me about Via Argentum.
I see. But I'm afraid I don't have good news for Sir Kunzling. I haven't made much progress regarding the matter we discussed. I just don't have the time to investigate. I'm always needed somewhere, and there's always someone following me around.
I'll help. But have you learned anything?
Have you found out anything at all?
Just rumors. And those are useless. What's your name?
Henry.
All right. Listen up, Henry. Nobody can know I'm looking into it. It's a very dangerous game. If Sir Kunzling trusts you, you could help me in my investigation.
Well, that's actually why I'm here.
Excellent. Excellent. You don't happen to come from a family of miners or smelters, do you?
Close. My real father oversaw the mines?
My real father is a nobleman. He oversaw the royal mines in Skalitz.
You don't say. You're the son of Radzig Kobula.
You know him?
Not personally. But I'm well informed about the silver mines in the kingdom, and their overseers. What happened in Skalitz was a great tragedy for the entire kingdom. It was one of the highest yielding mines. How much did your father tell you about its operation?
Hardly anything, actually.
Oh? Well, never mind. We can fix that. I'll be happy to tell you everything you need to know. Now, follow me, please. We need to talk somewhere in private.
We might need to pay attention to this. You learn silver mining, mining officials, and ore merchants. I fear I might get tested on this later. Yeah, noise bothers me a lot on graphics cards. Not because it literally bothers me, because I don't really hear much and with the headphones and it cuts it out.
Good
but
to see you.
What we don't want is it being picked up and then going through the microphone and you guys hearing loads of background hiss and fizz and crackle and stuff. It's just interference from the fans. So that's why I prefer quiet graphics cards. It just makes recordings much nicer.
Where should I start looking?
Straight to the point. I like that. We know for a fact the silver must be getting lost somewhere on its way to the mint. That means it would be best to discreetly inspect all operations and find out where the problem is. First of all, you should ask miners from every shift how many corves they mine in a day. After that, we'll compare the numbers to the mine record books and see.
But the yields aren't the same every day, right?
True. That's why we have to focus on one particular day. For example, the other day, on the Feast of St. Petronilla, Foreman Fett was beaming and bragging to me about how much it helped. I mean, mined out.
Wouldn't they suspect if I go around asking questions?
Won't they be suspicious if I ask those kind of questions?
Of course. You'll have to proceed with the utmost caution. Nevertheless, the miners are a strange bunch. They might not be very forthcoming at first, and they have an odd way of speaking. Like calling each other Sonny, however old they are. But you'll hear for yourself. You should pretend to be really interested in them, and maybe they'll open up to you. You could be a scholar writing a treatise on silver mining, or perhaps a nobleman interested in buying a mine. Or just say I'm your distant uncle who's initiating you into the ins and outs of my job. It's up to you.
We could go with that. I'll be your nephew. That sounds, with his accent, that sounds far more likely than the scholar or the rich nobleman.
Pretending to be your nephew sounds like the best option.
Suit yourself. Just don't change your story so you don't arouse suspicion. But to the point, each day 3 shifts work in the shaft. Each has its foreman, or gaffer, as they say. The first shift is led by Frank, the second by Paul, and the third by Samko. You'll have to ask each one of them how many corves they mined. Samko's hewers should be off work now. You'll find the other 2 shifts in the mine. Take this, so the guards will let you in. It's a letter of safe conduct bearing my seal, allowing you free movement within the mine.
And what are you going to do?
I'll return to the estate to do my job. What else? I reckon they must be wondering where I am by now. Once you find out how many corves the 3 shifts mined on the Feast of St. Petronilla, return to me. We'll compare that number to the entry in the mine book. And don't forget, don't draw attention.
Shit. Okay, we probably have some questions about this. Oh, I feel like I'm going to just blunder in and do things wrong. I'm going to turn up at the estate, covered in blood, and say, yep, there was a bit of an incident at the mine. But I found out what we needed to know. How many hours do I have in the game? I'll have a look in the stats in a minute. I reckon it must be 100 by now. It must be 100 easy.
Who owns the silver that's mined here?
All the silver in the Kingdom of Bohemia belongs to the king, whether it's above ground or still below it. Though I'm sure you understand, the king has a lot on his mind, and he can't be expected to worry about mining. So he leases out the mining rights to his tenants. It's called the Burgergal. There's a lot of money in it. The tenants have to pay the king, and the king also receives a share of the pure silver from the smelting works. That's the royal tithe.
That's complicated. I better know, well, what's the path of silver? I might need to know some of this stuff.
What is this path of silver, anyway?
It's the whole process, from digging the silver ore out of the ground and processing it, to minting silver coins. Silver is found in ore veins underground. The pitmen mine it and get it to the surface. The chief foreman of a gallery counts the corves, and the assayer estimates the purchase price of the ore for the smelter. The raw ore goes to the smelter, where it's crushed in a stamp mill before it can be purified by roasting. Roasted ore goes to the furnaces, where it's smelted into raw and then pure silver. Silver is then cast into rods about as thick as your little finger.
Okay, I'm not going to ask any more. The reason is, I don't know with this game whether you can get the information because you need it to do the quest, or because it just likes teaching you about medieval Bohemia. And I think this is the latter right here. I think. If you're unsure about some things, take a photo of it. Good idea. Yes, we will. I'm sure we'll do that. We'll pull out the equivalent of an imp with a paintbrush and an easel, and it can paint me a photograph. Henry needs his PI license. I'd like that. Scalit's PI. That would be awesome. Okay. I think I've got this. I'm sure I've got this.
By the way, I've had the honour of meeting your brother, Peter.
Well, well. Small world.
He was a great help to us at Sukdal.
Even though we had some disagreements, I respect him for everything he succeeded in doing. If it weren't for him, I'd never have been able to do what I do.
I had no clue who Peter was. At all at Sukdal, don't remember. Right, let's get dressed for business. I'm going to look like a scholarly nephew. Maybe a bit too much. I'm also going to save the goddamn game because... Oh, we might not need to. Actually, we'll take a cheese. And do we have a weak save your schnapps? I do not. So it's on... I've got strong Saviour Snaps. 5. What, just a regular one? 2. We'll take one of those. In case this all goes horribly wrong. I need to buy some more of them. Right, let's check this map out. I mean, take a photo of the elaborations, it's telling you. What we can also do, that's a great idea. But for the lazy ones of us, on YouTube, we can actually just rewind the stream and watch it back. So if I have to, I'll just do that. Henry's a gumshoe. I like the idea of private investigation games. I've really enjoyed it when we get a quest in a game where you feel like you are an investigator going and doing stuff. It's good fun. So there's a couple of things. Enter the mine. Find out the amount mined by Samco's Sunnies. Okay, let's go for those. And is there one... There's nothing anywhere else, is there? Just around here. Okay, that's good. That's good. Let's go I first, because I is at the top. We'll start up there and work down. But we'll have a chat with... I can't have a chat with those miners. Have a chat with these guys. Do you want a game of dice, mate? Let's play dice.
Would you like to throw some dice?
What game would you like to play?
Beggars.
Let's play beggars.
Let's play.
Maybe I should let him win. I'll let him win. He'll be happy. I won't look like such a... Yeah, let's do that. I don't... Do you know what? Just confirm and play.
Seriously curious about you, lad.
He's got a different voice all of a sudden. You hate potion crafting? You never brew anything once you finish your tour? It's just because it's so slow. It's a good system. It's just a slow one. Seem to get that result an awful lot, don't I? Don't like that. Peter of Suckdoll is the man that you met and Catherine and Ziska after the cart journey. Ah, okay. Sort of they welcomed us in and fed us and stuff. Thank you.
I want to play too, you know?
I mean, I love the idea of the alchemy system. I just don't like the faff of putting this here and picking up that and putting that and pulling the bellows and pouring that and grinding that, putting that in there, and then having to change over there and then change back to here. It's just a little bit... It's a wonderful simulator of brewing and making herbs, but it's as game mechanics go, I find it a little bit slow. Oh, we've got a pair of wands. Okay, I don't think we're going to go any further than that. The guy got out his dice voice. Hi, Anomalies.
Today, aren't you? For fuck's sake. This bloody war's all we need. Our fields are ravaged, our barns are empty, all our ale's gone. And the women folk are pissed off. Aye, and Sigismund's lounging about in the monastery.
I'm loving that.
The nuns while we suffer. That's impossible. Not only is it possible, it's happening. No, I mean the bit about shagging the nuns. Said lets his monks only. Wait. Do you think? God, no. If I was you, I'd take it. That fucking sodomite. Look, let's just drop it before one of us says something.
Go on, we'll take those.
I quite like my head firmly attached to my neck.
I love these conversations you get from taverns.
These ones here.
Well, fuck me.
He's having my usual look. If you like puzzles and logic games, you might want to check out Blueprints. I might have a look at that. I might. It sounds interesting. You always start your gameplay with a lot of potion brewing. That gives you a lot of money by selling the potions and XP. And if you reach Henry level potions, the Fox one gives you 50% extra XP and everything. Yeah, it's definitely a good thing to have. There's no doubt about it. It's just, it requires effort. And I am an inherently lazy person. And perhaps lazy is the wrong word. I'm an incredibly efficient person. I don't do any more work on something than I have to achieve the required level. Oh, nice. He's just beat me. Nice. Great. Yeah, okay.
And it's mine.
Okay.
Proud of luck, my boy.
That's all right. No hard feelings. I just happened to be on a quest to gain information, so you don't need to die on this occasion.
Greeting, Sonny.
That was useful, wasn't it? Okay, so that's the whole reason I came, and he actually has no dialogue. Well, screw you.
Are you Foreman Samco?
I can kill him now.
I am. Who's asking?
My name is Henry. Steward Christian sent me to you. I'm his nephew. He wants me to learn about his work.
Why should I care? Didn't you see we're off graft?
Sir Christian told me to ask about anything that interests me, and that you'll tell me.
Ah, Sonny, I'm so tired. I haven't even got the strength for gabbing. I wouldn't mind having a game of dice, but minus rules. Then I'll tell you everything. What'd you say?
I should have just come straight to this guy. Start talking before I get angry. I don't need to do this. But yeah, let's go play miners then. Let's go to... Luckily, I speak fluent Geordie, so I can understand
let's do it.
everything he says.
I don't think I've played miners with a real miner before.
See? Kidder. There's a first time for everything. Let's crack on. Let the groschen roll.
I must admit his accent's more Scottish, but he's definitely speaking northeastern. All right, we probably want to win this, so I like my Devil's Head die. Hugo's die looks pretty good because it's worth a lot, so I'm basing all the assumptions out. The King's die is worth a lot. Oh, let's put 3 of those in, and I've got a painted one. Saint Antiochus. Why am I carrying around so many dies? Let's put a strip die in as well. Just one. That'll do.
Oh, Fortuna, may the best player win.
What have we got? We've got 1. I always get horrendous numbers like this. It's no good. I never get a good streak. Never get quite what I want. I'll take those lucky dice. Come on, we're going on.
Have you lost your mind?
Yes.
You're going to lose everything.
I think win, lose, or draw. Lucky die and Devil's Head die. That's not worth anything. Let's pass. Win, lose, or draw, it doesn't matter. We just have to play with the guy.
Keep it up.
Hugo's just a regular die, is it? It seemed to have value.
That's enough. Your
Aye.
turn.
We didn't have such dice when I was young.
No, we didn't.
Shaped them out of clay and played with them. And they were rounded and didn't have any numbers on them.
So, that's just 600, isn't it? It's not quite enough unless I went, and that's not going to get me anything extra. I'll let him beat me.
Even a fool gets lucky sometimes.
Oi! I resemble that remark. He's going to pass, right?
Money,
Oh, no, it's 1,000. It's 1,000, not 300.
Now will you tell me what I want to know?
Aye, ask away.
There we go. We're fine.
What is the work of a miner about?
Aye, that's a good question, Mara. Mostly about Alkin. Any yakker will tell you that. But proper rest is even more important than graft. You're as weak as a midgie without it.
I'm guessing you guys get the gist of this, but this is language I use almost every day. This is good. I feel at home in a game.
So how do you rest?
Depends. Some have a kip, some a swally, some go whoring. As for me, I play dice.
So I think I can translate. Some have a kip, asleep. Some are swally, swallow, drink. I think we know what whoring is. He plays dice.
How do you
love
mine
this.
ore?
Either we're on hard rock, and then no one's hewing shit, or we're hewing something soft, and then it goes grand. Only then there's not much silver in the ore, and you've got to smelt the shit out of it.
How much do you make doing this?
Don't even get me started. The chink's bad, and it's getting worse. Half a grosh and a cloth is no.
How many cores did you mine on...
That's a bit
say,
specific.
The Feast of St. Petronilla?
I can tell you exactly. All the yakkers were working, and we were getting along nicely. We managed to hulk 34 corves without skimping on hame time. First time in ages, that was.
Hame
That's all I
time.
need to know.
If you need out else, feel free to drop by.
Without skimping on him time, I'm not sure what that is. That's not a phrase I'm familiar with. It sounds like a modern worker.
Oh, good day.
I'm beginning to think I should have done the quest for the Geordie miner in Kuttenberg now, because it might have given me some insight or an in with these guys. But perhaps it's not going to actually matter. Also, I'm supposed to go into a mine, and I haven't, but we came past it. So I think I'm going to run... Was it just this one here? It might have just been this one here. I thought it was further up, because I thought we came past the damn thing. No? No, it must be that one there. I only walked near it and it said you have entered the mine, which obviously we hadn't. Oh, no, wait, hang on. Hang on. We came down from up that end, so we walked past this. Let's go and see if I can get in. Well, I thought he was going to challenge me. Okay, that's good. This looks very familiar, especially that pile of rotten apples at the front there. It's a bit muddy for a mine shaft.
My humble respects.
Very well lit for a mine shaft as well. Ah, I need to speak to you.
Foreman Frank?
What you looking for, Sonny? Can't you see we're hewing?
Sir Christian of Pisek sent me. I'm his nephew, Henry. I'm supposed to see what the work in the mine is all about.
He's grooming a successor, eh? But you can't just amble around. You'll cap your creels.
I just have a few questions.
The more we gab, the less we gar. But make it snappy, man. What do you want to know, like?
What is the work of a miner really about?
What's it about? Bugger all, kidder. No great shakes. We gans through the roads, Bella. Hewing off from rock in the dark and breathing in the stithe.
Okay, I think they're putting in bloody very quaint and unknown words just to really make this guy sound like an ethnic miner, I think.
How exactly do you mine ore?
Bloody hell. Have you never seen a yakka graft, kid ya? You take a kevel and ding away at the rock till it crumbles. And if you keep ganning at it for a couple of years and don't croak from the stithe, then you'll keel over from exhaustion or get scrushed by the ceiling of the road you're hewing.
How do you get the ore outside?
Same way it's hewed, in the dark and in coves. On top of that, you spend a lot of the bloody time on all fours. Once you get out by with the cough, you get a tally, and you can get back in by.
How much do you get for your work?
I'll tell you, man. Them deputies up at bank make a howfin' pile of chink. But us buggers, the ones doing all the graft, we earn a pittance.
Can you give me a more specific number?
Sometimes, not even half a grosh and a cough. That's near way to make a living, man.
Sounds like hard work to me.
I wonder, how much do you mine in a day?
That depends on how much ore you howk out of this or that face. It varies.
How much did you mine, say, on the Feast of St. Petronilla?
Listen, kidder. Aren't you a bit too curious? So Christian himself can tell you how much he's got written down in the mine book.
Spill it or I'll kick your ass.
Uncle Christian doesn't have time for me. You know how busy he is. I just want to know what it's like doing your graft here. How much work you need to do to keep grub on the table?
Aye, kidder. Us yakkers have a tough life. But sometimes you get lucky. It was a good gar on the Feast of St. Petronilla. Our yakkers hewed 36 corves.
Thanks.
Nah, thank ye. Now leave us to hew, Mara. We've got a lot of graft ahead of us. God be with you,
Mara
sir.
basically means mate. Oh, can we have a wash while we're down here? I'm guessing you guys know this. It's not too hard to follow along and get the gist of it all. So it's... I'm going to have a look further in, though. Can't speak to anyone. There's probably going to be a dead end around the next corner. But you never know. I can talk to this guy. Why this guy?
Where can I find your foreman, Paul?
We just spoke to him,
What
right?
you doing here, kidder? Who let you in, bay?
I've got a letter of safe conduct from Christian of Pisek. He's my uncle. He sent me to see the mines and learn what his work is all about.
His graft? Who in ain't his graft, kidder? That's books and papers.
I just need to ask your foreman a few things.
Our gaffer's gone down there to pray. I don't know if he'd be up for talking, but...
Why wouldn't he be in the mood for talking? And why did he go to pray?
Why did he go to pray?
Young Jaybird, one of our marrows, got scrushed the other day. He hadn't even had a full week on the graft, poor lad. It happened the day before the feast of Saint Petronilla. You'll find Paul at the lowest level by the roof fall. He's praying for the salvation of his soul. You'll hear the wind howling in the attic down there. It can be heard as far as that cursed road. I hear it's haunted. Don't fret, but Saint Barbara look out for you. It was good to see you, my
That
friend.
was interesting. That was interesting. Okay, so we've picked up a bit more information, and I'm lost. I can't remember. I think we came in from there. We check all the ways. This might just lead out somewhere else.
Mind out for the headstocks in the second gate.
I think I should have gone the other way. Whoa, okay, this goes low. Ah, do we want to be down? There's a ladder. We'll take the ladder. Down we go. I like that. Splosh. We can definitely hear the wind howling down here. Is there anything of any interest, though? We're down deep now. And I'm not seeing a lot of other miners. Dead end. Feel like I should have taken that other route. Well, that's obviously caved in. This might lead us back round to... Oh! Is this... does that actually steadily lead upwards? Wow. Okay, I think that just steadily leads upwards, doesn't it? I have a feeling I'm going back round again now. We'll go this way instead. Oh, no, there is. Okay, we found him. Excellent.
Are you Foreman Paul?
Hey! You walk like a ghost, kidder. You gave me a bit of a fright there. Hold on. I don't know ye. Who are you? And what are you doing so deep in the pit?
My name's Henry. Sir Christian sent me. I'm his nephew. He wanted me to learn about his job, so here I am. I hate to interrupt your prayers for a dead friend, but I need to ask you something.
He weren't just me marrow. He were my blood. I raised him from a nipper since my sister died. He kept begging me to take him on a shift, saying he was as strong as a horse. Wouldn't have taken her like. And now, how can he forgive myself?
This reminds me of a TV show called... Oh, God, it was set just after World War One. It was set in Sunderland or Newcastle or up there. What was it called? When the Boat Comes In. Some of you might have seen of it or heard of it. And there was like groups of miners in that as well. And one of them got their nephew or younger brother a job down the mines, and he got run over by a minecart coming steaming down. And it just reminds me very much of this scene. And I just wonder, could it be inspired by it? Is it an Easter egg for it? I don't remember it well enough to know. You better remember the route you made in this mine. It might be useful later on. Oh, God. It sounds like it might be a hard time getting out.
Come on, it wasn't your fault. Accidents happen. It's God's will.
I suppose you're right. Will you pray with me for his soul one last time?
Absolutely. Answers first.
I'll pray with you.
You're a canny lad. Repeat after me. Almighty and merciful God, our Father, you are the giver of gold, silver, bronze, copper.
Almighty and merciful God, our Father, you are the giver of gold, silver, bronze, copper, tin, iron, and all ores and metals. I ask that you bless my brother, who has died in this mine. And may your holy angels save his soul from damnation. Bring his soul to eternal glory through our Lord, our Saviour and Redeemer, Jesus Christ.
And the handmaid of
Amen.
the Lord, be it done unto me according to thy word. Hail Mary. And the word was made flesh and dwelt among us. Hail Mary, pray for us, our holy
Do
Mother,
I interrupt him?
that we may be made worthy of
I don't know if I want to interrupt him again.
we beseech thee, O Lord, thy grace into our hearts, that we, to whom the incarnation of Christ,
I'm just going to let him finish for a minute.
known by the message of an angel, may by his passion,
Unless he goes round and round and round in a
the
loop.
glory of his resurrection, through the same Christ our Lord. Amen.
He's done. He's done.
So, are you going to answer me now?
Aye. Thanks for praying with me. Ask about out.
What is the work of a miner about?
What it's about? It's about hewing the face and hauling the ore to the bank in coves. Over and over again. Proper graft, that. Can be real dodgy, mind. Might even do you in.
I feel like I have to ask everything here so we don't just jump straight to the bit we need to know and raise suspicion. So we're going to go through all of it.
Are deaths in the mine common?
Aye. But every death in the shaft is a waste. Whether it's in a crumple or black damp. Unfortunately, we still bury a yakka or two a month, you know. That's life, like.
How is the ore mined?
First, we have to survey the shaft and find ore. Then the place gets scored and set ablaze. We set up timber around. The hewers take their tools and start dinging rock and hewing ore. Nothing to it.
So I think basically what they mean is they burn or they set fire to, which weakens the rock base, makes it easier to dig out. I think that was a technique they used to use.
How much do you make doing this?
Depends on how much we hawk. How hard the rock is, how much ore's in it. It's not really worth it, though. Half a grosh and a corf isn't much of a fight.
So how many corves did you mine, say, on the Feast of St. Petronilla?
That weren't a good day. Nobody was in the mood for ganning on after what happened to Jaybird. But even so, we managed to hawk 30 corves.
That's all I need to know.
Do I need to pay attention to these numbers? Because we've got... They're different groups. They are different shifts and different groups. So maybe they will each do different numbers. So that's all right. Okay. We need to get out. How the hell? Yeah, I think I find my way back to the ladders. He says. Don't need to pay attention to anything here, do I? This layout feels very similar to the one where we had to go and find that knight who was guarding the portal to hell at the other place back in... I was going to say Bilani, but I don't think it was Bilani. Okay, let's leave. I think that's 3 shifts loads of people we've spoken to. You follow the numbers, you know the answer early. If not, they spell it out for you later. Cool, thank you. I wasn't paying attention to the actual numbers.
Careful.
Very cheerful miner. Alright, let's see what we've got. We'll go and have a look at the quest. There's only tell Christian what you learned from the miners. Let's take a quick look at the journal. Get evidence. It's this one. I'll just report back. Okay, it doesn't tell me anything. I can't read anything in there as a recap. Is he gone inside this place? Is he in here? The temptation to loot is great. Right, I found out the number of corves.
I already know how many corves the crews extracted on the Feast of St. Petronilla. It was 100 altogether.
I see. Meanwhile, I looked in the mine book. How many do you think it says there?
Less.
I'd guess it's less.
Then you'd be correct. The book lists 90 corves extracted. That means 10 corves of ore disappear each day. But nobody could just come along and take them. We keep a close watch on everything. The unreported corves must be going out to smelting works with the rest of the ore. That means...
What does it mean?
that this is fraud of colossal proportions, and that Foreman Fett and Herman the ore merchant are in it up to their ears.
Should I accuse them? What are we going to do?
What are we going to do about it?
Well, we need to make them tell us more, but carefully. Being involved in the theft of silver is a capital crime, so it should be in their own interest to cooperate. Make sure to promise them no one will know about their crime. You can mention my name. When you've talked to them, come back to me and we'll figure out what to do next.
Okay. So I need to do it carefully. How many teeth do they need to still be able to do their job properly? Steal food? I don't know. No one gives me a free meal around this place.
May God give you health, sir.
Alright, so the guy, one of the guys we want is in here? Really? I'm just stuck on a piece of grass, don't mind me. Maybe he's in here. Are there any witnesses to this? They're not going to be now. You never know. We might need to get a little bit brutal here.
Schönen Tag. Was willst du, mein Herr?
We need to talk.
We need to talk, Herman.
And who might you be?
Henry. But that's not important. Sir Christian sent me. We found some discrepancies in the mine book.
Discrepancies?
How do you explain that the miner has extracted 100 corves of ore on the Feast of St. Petronilla, but the book only says 90?
If it says 90, there must have been 90. The book does not lie.
In that case, someone else must be lying.
Or someone just cannot count. Why are you bothering me with this? Foreman Fett counts the corves here. Go and talk to him instead.
Don't tell me you don't count them too. You wouldn't pay for more corves than there really were.
Do you have any idea how much ore passes through my hands? How am I supposed to remember how many there were ausgerechnet on the Fest of St. Petronilla? Besides, miners can lie and say they extracted more than they did. They like to show off.
All three crews agreed to report more. I seriously doubt that.
Don't be afraid to tell the truth. I'm going to try and then do the easy persuasion.
Look, you don't have to be afraid to tell the truth. Me and Sir Christian agreed to settle the matter quietly. We're not going to punish anyone.
I am innocent. It was Fett's idea. He came to me saying we were going to deliver more corves to the smelters than we would report, and I would get paid for it. It was going well. I have always paid for what we put in the book. Then I got some geld from Fett on the side. On the Feast of St. Petronilla, I was afraid they would be able to tell the difference. 10 corves is 10 corves after all. Nobody at the smelting works cared at all. I am sure they are in on it too.
That's interesting.
How long has this been going on?
Several months, maybe half a year. About since Sigismund arrived.
Is Ulrich Vavak behind this?
The Mint Master? I have no idea. I am a mere assayer. I have never even met Vavak.
Sir Christian and I agreed to investigate the matter in secret, so just act like nothing's going on. Keep doing what you're doing. We don't want to scare off the people who are actually responsible. You understand?
Yeah, I understand. I will be as silent as the grave.
And this is where you apply the threat. This is where you say, if anyone gets word of this, all the blame is going to be pinned on you. And that's where we applied the pressure, but the game doesn't seem to want to do that. So we're going to make sure he doesn't actually have any additional evidence on him. And I don't see anything in there worth taking, so that's fine. I was looking for like a note or something like that. That type of evidence. What is that? Some leaves in a bowl. Let's see. Who's he gone? Wait. Where's he just gone? Where's he just gone? Which way did he go? If he thinks... Was that him? Was that the guy we've just spoken to? We can't... It must be. It must be. We can't speak to him now. That's fine, as long as he's not going anywhere else. I was thinking about leaping over that wall, but I'm going to guess against it, so... Let's go the proper way round. We have a guy to go and bully. There's not enough fists involved in this quest.
A word, Foreman.
Who are you? And what do you want?
Oh, it's Fritz.
I'm Henry.
Okay.
But that's not important. Sir Christian sent me. I need to discuss a delicate matter with you.
Don't tell me one of the yakkers shot all over the outhouse in the yard again.
I'm afraid it's a little worse than that. We found some discrepancies in the mine book.
Let Sir Christian handle it then. They're his books, and his responsibility too.
It's your fraud.
But you're the one counting the corves of ore.
Your point being?
I learned that the miners extracted no less than 100 corves on the Feast of St. Petronilla, but the mine book says 90.
Do you think the yakkers know how to count? They're blockheads, and they like to show off. I'm sure they just exaggerated. Anyway, what's it to you? Did the steward send you to snoop around? Don't you know? I work for Vavek, the mint master himself. I'm under his protection.
I see.
There's no point in denying it. Herman told me everything.
Bloody snitch.
You have nothing to fear. You're under my protection, and nothing will happen to you. I'll deal with anyone who wants to harm you. Believe me.
Wait. I'll tell you what.
That was easy then.
As soon as I was made head gaffer, Amara, who works at the smelting works in Grund, came to me. He said someone wanted to talk to me. One of them. So I met this fella in the tavern in Grund, and he told me how it all works. How to cut the books like. He told me the trick was not to report some of the extracted ore, and transport it secretly to the smelters, along with the rest. He made it very clear, if I didn't play along, I could have an accident. There was nothing I could do.
And who was that fella?
Who was that fella from the smelter who came to you?
He never told me his name, even when I asked. He's a tall bloke, stocky, pockmarked. I don't scare easy, but this bloke was terrifying.
How long has this been going on?
For some time now, definitely. I heard even former head gaffer Kircher was in on it too.
Where can I find him?
You can't ask Kircher any questions. He fell down a shaft. They say he was drunk, but I don't think it was an accident.
I see. So he was helped on his way, I think. He was asking too many questions.
Who pays you on the side? You have to pay the miners for what they actually extracted.
I get the extra chink from the smelting works. It's enough for the yakkers and for Herman.
Do you think the mint master, Ulrich Vavak, is behind this?
I don't know. I've got naught bad to say about Vavak. He treats me canny whenever he shows up. He says if Christian gives us hassle, he'd sooner replace him than me. He really said that. The mint master himself.
All right. Just carry on as if nothing's happened. No one must find out we know about the fraud. Christian won't give you any trouble, nor will anyone else. Is that clear?
Clear as a bell, Mara. I'll be silent as the grave.
I don't trust any of them, but now we just need to go and tell Christian, I think. So it's not time to go to the smelters yet. We question them with a big stick. The best way is... I want to go back and see that Rosa. She looks like we could have an interesting conversation or two. Candlelit dinner in the tavern.
I talked to Fett and Herman.
And? Did they confess?
They did. I mean, I made them. It's just as we thought. The trail leads to the smelting works.
Did you tell them to keep quiet and act as if nothing's happening?
I did.
Let's see what we've got so far. Those 10 unreported corves leave for the smelting works from here. If silver's going missing, that's where it must be happening. You'll have to go and look around and talk to the owner, Buresh. I reckon that'll be tricky, though.
How so?
Buresh is a very cautious and clever man. I reckon he won't be happy to have someone snooping around his property. But he's the only one who can give you permission to walk round the smelting works without the guards bothering you.
Something like your letter of safe conduct. How can I persuade him to give me one?
Like I said, it won't be easy. Nevertheless, I found a way you could gain his trust, at least a little. You'll pretend to be a nobleman interested in buying some smelting works, who'd like to get a closer look at his operation.
A nobleman this time, then?
But be careful. Buresh won't be as easily fooled as the simple pitman here. You'll have to dress like a real nobleman. That means no plate armor, or, God forbid, bloody rags.
I
Listen,
need to go get laundered.
Don't carry a weapon. Buresh has a morbid fear of someone threatening him. That's why he has a bodyguard with him at all times.
Oh,
You must come to him dressed to the nines and act impeccably, so as not to arouse the slightest suspicion. In short, be charismatic as you can manage.
Do you think the game could make it any more obvious what it's trying to tell me to do?
What else should I know about the smelting works before I go?
In the smelting works, ore from the mines is crushed, ground, and then smelted. They extract silver along with all sorts of other materials from it. Then they give part of the silver to the king for the minting of groschen and sell off the rest, along with the other materials, to craftsmen.
What should I know about this Buresh before I talk to him?
He's the slyest fox of them all. He comes from somewhere in Moravia, and he moved to Kuttenberg a few years ago. He started to prosper soon after, and not even Sigismund's arrival stopped him. He quickly joined his side. Now he's doing better and better. But whether that means he's involved in something shady, who knows?
It sounds like it. Okay.
I got it.
We got it.
I'm ready to go.
Put the sword
Here.
away.
I've written you a letter of introduction to take with you and give to Buresh. I reckon he won't be thrilled, but he won't turn you down. Ask him discreetly, in passing, how many corves he took from our mines on the feast of Saint Petronella. If my guess is correct, it should be 90. It still doesn't prove anything, but at least it'll give us a clue. You could get something out of the workers. One of them is bound to know something. When you're in the smelting works, keep your eyes peeled. I'm sure something is going on there. Good luck, Henry.
Oh, well, at least it's going to be a daylight quest. We're not going to be running around a mine on this one. I hope. Right then, where's the wash tub? We have a bath in that, not that one. That one doesn't look any better. That's how we turn up to our interview, you know. We just jump in a tub.
My humble respects.
Well, apparently I'm clean enough.
Excuse me.
There isn't an actual bathhouse here, is there? Right, so I need to get rid of the sword. Possibly the dagger. I'll have to remember I might need to put these on. There's nothing, as far as I can tell, that's armor left on there. Right, let's go. Off to work. Hey, Piranha Man, are you catching up with the earlier part of the stream there? I see the chat. Can't believe it was the Black Widows, the biker gang in that Clint Eastwood movie. I'm sure there was a... I must be thinking of another film where their name is... It's something... I can't think. It's something almost comical and clownish. I must be thinking of another film, obviously. Still no need for a bath. Perhaps I should have ridden up on horseback like a true nobleman. Right, so I don't think I can just wander around this place, can I? I don't think they'll let me in. Let's take a look. Who do I actually need to speak to first? Talk to Buresh. Look around this. I need to talk to Buresh first. It's this one over here. Whee!
My respects.
He's just a hired hand. Have I ever bought room at the inn? I honestly do not know if I've visited this tavern. I can't remember. This looks quite nice.
Why is this all sticky?
How goes it?
How goes it, innkeep?
Shitty. Absolutely shitty, just so you know. Exactly same shit as yesterday. And I can't wait to see how shitty it's going to be tomorrow.
I wish I hadn't asked.
That can't be so bad, can it?
Give me grief too, why don't you? What do you know about how bad things are for me?
Right, I understand. It can't get any worse. So what happened then?
Ugh, a pack of filth has taken a liking to my tavern. They come in here like they own the place. Make a mess and steal. They hold nothing sacred.
Bastards.
The poor women have to lock themselves away. They're godless swine.
And what about the guards?
And the guards do nothing about it.
Phew. Without orders, they won't do a thing. And Lord Buresh, who pulls the strings round here, may be a good customer, but won't lift a finger as the year is long.
Perhaps I could help.
And how many of them are there? Maybe I could help you get rid of them. For a few groschen.
Lad, you'd need a company of pikemen for that. There's only 6 or 7 that come in here. But I hear they have a camp in the woods, and who knows how many of them are there.
So a large band.
A band of brutes, led by a fella they call Eggman. And he's a right brute. Former soldier, they say.
Eggman? What kind of a name is
Have
that?
I met him?
They say he can crack your head open like an egg with a single blow. But I figure it's because he stinks like a rotten egg. Got breath like a beggar's ballsack. I can always smell his band coming a mile away.
Breath like a beggar's ball sack. I'm going to have to remember that insult. That is a good one.
I'll take care of that riffraff.
By yourself? What are you going to do?
These bands usually don't last long without a leader. I suspect if I get rid of Eggman, the others will leave you be.
Damn it, lad. You certainly have some courage. Taking them on alone, but if you managed, it would help me greatly.
You said something about a camp where they hide. Do you know where it is?
Yeah, but they're always yelling at me to go and get them there, if I've got the balls. You must go northwest from the village, across a stream and then around the big yard where the smelters are. A bit further, still in the same direction, is a little woods in the middle of a meadow. That's where those bastards hide.
Hold on, I know that camp.
Really?
And there used to be an odd group there. Also bandits, led by a fellow with an arrow in his head. But they're long gone. Your Eggman must have occupied it after them.
Okay.
Well, excellent. Then you know where to go. But there's still one more thing. I got myself a little potion. I wanted to pour it into their drinks. Next time those swine show themselves. You know what I mean, right? To get rid of them. Maybe you'll find it handy.
Fine. I'll take it. Anything else?
Yeah. Once you take care of Eggman, bring me some proof. Not that I don't trust you, just so I can sleep calmly at night.
Fear not. I'm thorough at my work. And what kind of proof do you have in mind?
I'll leave that up to you. You'll certainly think of something. Just don't bring me any cut-off ears.
That was the traditional method.
So, good luck, and be careful.
That sounds like an awesome side quest. A strong bane poison. I think we're supposed to stick that in somebody's pot of stew. Right, I feel like I'm well equipped to go and talk to Buresh. Here we go.
Greetings, Master Buresh. I'm Henry of Scallis.
Nice clothes. You've got good taste.
Thank you, Goodman.
I'm covered in
Likewise.
shit.
Christian of Pisek sent me. I'm supposed to give you this letter with his testimonial.
Skalitz, you say? That's where the royal mines are. Am I right?
You are. Unfortunately, the mining has ceased since King Sigismund's attack.
That truly is unfortunate. Christian writes that your family is interested in running a smelter, but I'm not selling any.
Well, I'd still be interested in buying one. Perhaps I could change your mind.
I doubt it. I'd be a fool to give up a profitable business. But if you like, you can visit one of my operations. I'll allow you that much. With this letter of safe conduct, you'll be able to move around unfettered. The guards will recognize my seal. But I don't want you disturbing the workers with any unnecessary questions. If you want to know anything, ask me.
So he doesn't want me to ask about anything. I see. I see. Any kind of appendage was usually taken as a proof of kill. Nose, ears, toes, family jewels. I mean, the family jewels, it's... How many people would recognize one after it being cut off? Ah, yes, that's definitely my cousin Nicholas's left nut. Yes, I see. I'll accept that as proof.
Can you tell me what happens with the mined ore in the smelting works?
We weigh in the delivered ore and crush it so that it can be sorted for roasting. Roasting mainly separates sulfur from the ore, which is why the place smells like hell itself. Then the roasted material is smelted in the furnace and the slag is separated from the matte. The smelting process is repeated until we're left with pure metal. It's then cast into bars that can be sold. After we've given the royal share to the king, that is.
How many corves of ore do you process here per day?
We don't measure in corves here. I have several ore merchants working for me. They buy ore from various mines. When they deliver it here, we don't measure it by the corf, but weigh by the quintal. We process a large amount here, up to several thousand quintals a day in total.
Sounds like a lot, but, I mean, I don't know.
How much silver does that make?
That, of course, depends on the quality of the ore we process that day. 20 quintals of ore usually yield about a pound of raw silver. That then yields a hryvnia of pure silver. We can make between 100 and 200 hryvnias of pure silver per day.
A profitable business.
How many corves were delivered from Horshan, say, on the Feast of St. Petronilla?
Why from Horshan, of all places?
I visited the mine there. They told me they'd extracted quite a large amount.
You're lucky. I have an excellent memory. It was a lot indeed. 90 corves.
Okay, so he agrees with the books. Does that mean he doesn't know anything is coming, or he knows extra is coming, but needs to tell us the official version that goes through the books? I don't know. I'm none the wiser. Yet.
Can any silver go missing from here?
That's impossible. Everything is carefully weighed and recorded. Every step is counted and checked. Besides, molten silver is rather hard to steal. Once it's cast into bars, we keep them safe under lock and key.
Okay, I think we might have upset him, but...
God be with you, Goodman.
Don't forget, there are limits to my permission. And above all, mind you don't have an accident.
Ooh.
Smelters are dangerous places. See you later.
So we can walk around, but we don't... He doesn't want us asking questions, but he didn't say, don't break into my house and go through my stuff. He specifically did not say that. So I think we are allowed to maybe investigate. I don't actually know where his place is. I think that might be my room. Is that my room in there? No. Fairly sure I've got a room here somewhere, though. Right then, let us go and find someone who knows what they're doing. Which I think is going to be in this direction, near the smoke and mess.
Excuse me.
Yeah, we weren't allowed in this place before. I remember this well. Anything over there? There's more smoke and mess in that direction. Let's see if we can try it out in here. I remember trying to come in here before without permission. This is interesting. Oh. And that's where the visuals fall down. they've not animated the smoke. That is such a shame. I was just about to say, wow, this looks really nice. And then I realized this is just like we're in a still image. Aw. So close, Kingdom Come. So close, but not quite there.
Careful.
What does your job actually entail?
You mean smelting? Well, in this crusher, we crush the ore brought from the mound and chuck it in the furnace. Then we shovel charcoal in, till the stone gets proper roasting and leaks all the metal that was hidden inside. We do that over and over in other furnaces, till we get pure silver out of the ore.
Okay. So this is a 1.2 patch bug. It worked before that. Ah, okay. That's fair enough. So it did originally work. The patch broke it. They'll fix it again.
How do you like working in the smelter?
Oh, I cannot complain at all, sir. We get a nice pile of chink from the yield and we are dry and warm.
I'm reluctant to ask about these because it might be pushing our luck.
What can you tell me about Master Buresh?
I cannot complain about him, sir. He's an honest bloke and he pays us well. From what I've heard from the other smelters, it's a lot worse elsewhere, like.
I'm going to risk it.
Have you noticed anything suspicious around here?
Nothing at all. I graft all day, no time for looking around.
Okay, I think he might know. Oh, okay, we can ask the same question to any smelters. I'm reluctant. What's the quest actually tell us to find out? Because we've been told... Grun, find out from the workers if there's anything dodgy going on. Let's go and see if we can find one named or something, because I'm just reluctant to ask. It seems like too obvious a thing. And we were told not to ask too many questions, and I don't want to bugger things up. Is there like a foreman or something? Smelter. Smelter. Oh, okay, there is a named one. Here we go.
Could I...
Shima.
What?
My name's Shima. You have no business being here. What do you want?
I'd like to ask you something.
I can't talk right now. Meet me outside in a while. Now you'd better get out of here before the guards see you. Fuck. I have to have a piss. You take over here, lads. I'll be right back.
I knew it. This, my instincts for this. I thought something's going on.
Da kann man nichts machen.
Now, there's going to be two sides to this. One, he's either in on it, thinks I'm in on it, and I'm one of his contacts. He's going to tell me something I'm not supposed to. Two, he wants to report what's going on. Three, he's in on it. He knows I'm not in on it. He's leading me out round the back so he can give me a right good kicking, and I don't ask any more questions. What's it going to be? Can I eat some of your stew? No, I cannot. He's leading me off into the woods, is he? I also need a piss. In private. Am I supposed to talk to him here?
Well, can you talk now?
Who are you, fella?
Henry of Skalitz. Master Buresh sent me.
Master Buresh, you say? And why did he send you?
I'm interested in the operations of the smelter.
I'm not sure about
What would you
this.
like to know?
My bullshit senses are tingling.
What does your job entail?
Here in the smelter, the extracted ore turns into pure silver right under our hands. Bloody miracle, right? Horse shit. It's an awful, filthy fucking graft for a few miserable groschen. If I could, I'd fuck off somewhere over the hills. But I've a family, and they don't ask me what I really want.
So he doesn't like working here then?
How do you like working in the smelter?
It's a shitty fucking job. My back aches something awful from shoveling heaps of ore back and forth. You're always breathing stive from the furnace, and then you cough your soul out after the shift is over. We'll all be crippled wrecks in a few years. That's how it is.
It's pretty true that. I mean, there's a lot of lead mining used to go on in the hills near where I live. And you always think, oh, lead mining, that must be terrible, dangerous, really bad for your poisonous lead and stuff. Actually, the lead ore or the material that comes out the ground is not particularly dangerous. Where it becomes dangerous to work with is the smelting process when they start burning it to get the shit out of the ore. And so the miners that went down, if they weren't killed in terrible mining accidents, could live great big long lives. But it was usually their wives on the top who helped bring the stuff up and then did the burning to start breaking the stuff down. Whoever did the burning, they were the ones at risk, not the people actually digging the stuff out of the ground. I didn't know that. I just assumed that working with lead, working down a mine, you know, you'd get the lead poisoning and stuff, but it wasn't the case. It was the smelting side of it which was so dangerous to work with, that is.
What can you tell me about
There you go.
Master
You've learned
Buresh?
something, guys.
Well, I don't really want to talk about him. Sorry. I could say something I'd sorely fucking regret.
Ah, okay.
What happens to the silver from the smelting works?
The bars are kept under lock and key in a safe place until a merchant or the blokes from the mint come and get them. Only the owner of the smelter and a handful of select people have access to them, such as the foreman of the works who checks the purity.
And have you noticed anything suspicious?
Have you noticed anything suspicious at the works?
What do you mean?
Does any silver go missing from here, by any chance?
Why should I talk to you about such things? How can I know it's not a trap?
I'll pay you. I'll go the nice one, the blacksmithy one.
Look, I know my way around silver mining. I'm conducting an expert investigation. Justice is blind. If someone's bypassing the production process just to stuff their purse, they're hurting more than just the king, especially you, the grafters, the yackers and smelters. And that pisses me off, because I'm actually one of you.
Right. I reckon you could be. Listen up.
I look like one.
It's Volkmar. He's the head smelter. He's worked with us for years. Recently, he bought stables here in Grund, out of the blue. The entire stables. Where do you think he got the money? It's all very suspicious, because he's the one with the best access to the finished silver bars. If you want to find out where the silver keeps going missing, go to him. I'll bet you he knows a thing or two about it. But be careful, and keep a weapon close. People like him can be vicious.
Thank you.
I think we're done. Yeah, we're done. All right, we need to be careful with this, but I do need a dirty, great big sword. I don't know if I can take my armor off. I put my armor on now. I think we've been warned, haven't we? Do I put the armor on or do I fight without it? Should be okay without it. So, this guy's bought the stables, has he? Let's go find him. Or if we don't find him... Hang on, who's this? This is him.
Are you Volkmar?
I'm not.
Horseshit. I know these stables are yours.
You must be the snoop who's sticking his nose in everything.
I beg your pardon?
Well, well, well. Don't think we don't know you've been snooping around. We've had our eyes on you ever since you came to Grund. Fortunately, Master Buresh warned me about you in time.
You're in for an ass-kicking, you piece of shit!
Who's watching?
I yield!
Who did I just go and try and hit? Now spill the beans. I thought it was going to be swords out time there. I really did.
Now, spill the beans. You're responsible for stealing the king's silver?
Not me. It's Buresh. If I didn't play along with him, I'd lose my job. All my life. It's true. As Volkmar is my name, I swear on everything that's holy.
Tell me the full story.
Take it from the beginning.
But keep it brief.
As head smelter, I test the quality of the silver that's been smelted every day. I have unrestricted access to it. One day, Buresh came to me and said he had an offer for me. He said if I accepted, he'd make me rich. He gave me his man to assist me. I'd take some of the king's silver bars and add them to Buresh's yield. The books were cooked, so no one found out anything. Everything was going well, and Buresh was happy. A few weeks later, he sent me to the mines. I was supposed to make a deal with the new foreman, Fett, and pay him off. In the end, I had to force him to cooperate, just like Buresh forced me. Oh, with threats.
Why didn't Buresh take the silver himself? Why did he need you?
The Mint Master's men watch over the transport of the king's silver. They take turns. Buresh had it all figured out.
Aren't you ashamed to steal from the king?
And which king did I steal from exactly? Wenceslas or
That's
Sigismund?
a fair point.
I didn't care, man. I earned some nice chink, and that was that for me.
Moving on, where does the unreported silver go?
There are mined-out shafts near Old Kutna, where nobody ever goes. Buresh has a secret mint in one of them.
Interesting.
They counterfeit coins in there?
Yeah, I suppose so. But what they actually do there, I've no idea. I've never been there. Buresh only told me about the mint a while ago. He wanted to send me there for some reason, so he drew me a map.
A map? Give me the map.
Did Buresh ever mention that Mint Master Vavak was involved in it?
Not in front of me. Maybe his guard, Little Neri, knew something. But you won't be able to ask him anything anymore.
Why? Because, I mean, he was sat at the table with Buresh, and I suppose Buresh thinks I'm supposed to have been dealt with.
Give me the map.
Yeah, if you take the road to Old Kutna, you'll reach the place where the abandoned shafts are. The entrance to the mint is somewhere around there. Look here. Can I ask you a question? Why are you doing this anyway?
I'm looking for evidence against Vavak. Is it worth saying that? Because if he's in on it, word might get back. I'm going to risk it.
I'm convinced Mint Master Vavak is somehow involved in the whole affair. I'm looking for proof.
No, I can't help you there. I never heard Buresh say nothing about Vavak. Well, now you have the map, and since I told you everything, will you let me go? Please? I know I wanted to, you know, but I was just scared is all. Please let me go, please. Stables be damned, just let me go.
You deserve to die.
All right, you can go.
There's reasons.
Thank you. I'll never forget this. I'll go to Kuttenberg and get fixed up there somehow. And if we meet again, I'll make it up to you. I swear, you're a good, merciful man. God be with you.
Okay, I was thinking of more ulterior motives. I'm thinking, we don't need to kill him. But I was thinking, if we take money off him... What do you mean, guards? If we take money off him, he could go and he could say, yes, he blackmailed me to say whatever he wanted to hear. I don't know why he's going for the guards. I think it's just a generic thing. I hope it's just a generic thing. Anyway, I chose the option that if the game developers really wanted to, they could have put all sorts of get-out-of-jail-free excuses for Buresh and Vavik, or whatever he's called, into this investigation, and me killing the guy, taking money off the guy, is like, well, he's just a thug. This isn't real. So I figured I'd do The most sensible option. Find the secret mint. Let's go do that now, actually, whilst it's still semi-daylight. And let's go tooled up to shit for this one, because I think this one might be serious. Okay, dagger. Where's my dagger? We make sure that's on there. But we're wearing this outfit. I don't like the way he's still shouting for the guards. Where's my horse? Feed him some melted silver. We could make him a helmet of melted silver, like they did for that guy in Game of Thrones. What do they call him? I can't remember. He was a prince. He was a knob. And the Dothraki melted a pot of gold and poured it over his head. You want gold? We'll give you gold. Kind of a brutal way to die, I must admit. I mean, that is going back a bit. Season 1 of Game of Thrones. Holy crap, how long ago was that? I think the same happened in the books as well. I enjoyed reading the books of that. They were good. Unfortunately, they were never finished. Is this just a case of ride round? Oh. I'll just park up here then. This looks like the secret mint. You're in a private area. Well, this looks definitely like something's going down. Am I supposed to be doing this secretly?
What? You can't be here.
I guess I am. I'll leave the area. This wasn't what I expected. Oh, there's something else. Okay, change of plan. We're going stealth. So, let me just check the map. This looks like a whole area. Viserys, thank you, Stormbringer. I couldn't remember. He was a character that wasn't in it very long. Okay, I don't think this is going to be a secret mint. I think it's got bats, apparently. But I think around that other area where the soldiers were, that sounds very likely. So, back we go this time. Nice! I don't remember seeing hawks in this game before. That was nice, though. Right, we see a soldier over there. There's something just over this hill. Found a rat. Wait, there's no smoke. Can we not see smoke? Smoke would be like a bit of a giveaway. Stealth mode activated. Well, we'll try picking the locks. You never know. There might be some seriously good evidence in there. Nothing. The game's got proper creepy music. Stealth music. I like that. Don't think the soldier saw me. There's something. Rob. A dried cheese. I think I am fairly invisible in this outfit as I go around. I'm just going to make sure I'm not going to have a rumbly stomach that gives the game away. Also, the damn dog. Maybe I should leave the dog behind. Let me investigate this again and make sure this is... Right, dog, you stay. So it's that one commands... Nope. It's that one behavior. Stay.
Sit. Stay.
And I'll give you a nice bit of dried wolf meat later if you're a good boy. Don't think it's this. So. I don't need to kill him. Or even knock him out. Because I don't think he's going to see me. I was thinking about knocking him out. But then we've got a body to try and hide. We went in this one, didn't we? So, let me move on. He was Khaleesi's older brother. He shed no tears for his death. No, he was a proper slimy knob. Sicko. Only one soldier. But lots and lots of bats. Alright, I feel like I'm going to take a bit of a risk and sprint around a bit. Aha! A smelting operation. It's aggro. We've seen that horse before. Oh, wow. I wasn't expecting a hole in the ground. Get evidence. It's downstairs. This is going to be interesting. Okay, now then. I'm going to take... This might be the wrong thing to do. Let's save, because this would be the smart thing to do. So I've just saved, and I'm going to take a Nighthawk. But I don't think Nighthawk works. No, it doesn't work. It needs some natural light source to be able to function. Having said that, there is a light, so okay. Thought it might have been a bandit camp. Or a camp of villains.
Well, well, well. Look who's here.
Oh.
I knew from the start you didn't come to the works for nothing. But I underestimated you.
Sugar.
An embarrassing mistake. I reckoned you wouldn't find anything. And even if you did, little Neri was supposed to get rid of you.
Well, you didn't manage it.
I didn't meet
What's
him.
to do with you now, snooper? We could come to a reasonable agreement, or underground, no one will hear you scream.
It's quite good.
Are you trying to offer me something?
If you're reasonable, I'd be willing to pay a tidy sum for your silence.
I need evidence that Ulrich Vavart von Neuhaus is involved in this whole affair.
The Mint Master? That's not true. Wouldn't you rather discuss the price of your silence?
You can't buy me, Buresh.
That's the wrong answer.
Kill them all. Guns?
You want to try me?
One down. Okay.
Show what you're made of.
Ow.
You're no match for us, fucker.
I fear you might be right.
Come on,
Okay. Thank God for Master Strikes, is all I can say. When I'm running around with no sodding armor. Hang on. I can't change.
Have you had enough, Buresh?
I need a torch.
Mercy. For Christ's sake, mercy.
Underground, no one will hear you scream.
We need a torch.
No, please. I'll give you anything you want. Just let me live.
You know very well what I want from you.
But I really don't know anything.
Stop lying to my face. Out with the truth.
Was it a lie?
All right. The whole thing was Ulrich's idea. As soon as he became Sigismund's Mintmaster, he got cocky and began to abuse his power. He grabbed anything he could get his hands on,
took away mining rights from anyone who opposed him. Anyone who wanted to keep his station had to pay him a hefty fee. But that still wasn't enough for him. So he came to me one day with the idea that some of the royal silver might not reach the king at all.
I'm sorry for the lighting, folks. I don't know why. I thought, well, I didn't have a torch in my hand, but I hoped that it would have lit the scene up.
Why did he come to you?
The citizens of Kuttenberg didn't like some blow-in turning up to replace Peter of Pisek. And they were even less happy when he started giving them trouble. He'd have a job finding any allies among them. I'm a stranger here too. I've never had it easy here either. Think what you will, but I like Vavag better than all them Rutards, Piseks, and the other stuck-up mine-owning lords.
So you agreed to help him?
Did I have any other choice? He'd destroy me and find someone else to run the smelting works. I hate to say it, but he knew who to come to.
Wasn't he afraid of Sigismund?
Sigismund came here for the silver. He doesn't care how it gets to him, as long as it does. He trusts the mint master he installed, and he's got no way of knowing something's going missing along the way. Unless someone tells him.
What was his plan?
Surprisingly simple. Bribe anyone who kept records of mining and processing to cook the books. And to keep the mint master free of suspicion, he put me in charge of this whole operation. For a tidy pile of coin, of course. In the end, it wasn't even that hard. No one had the slightest problem with earning something on the side of the king's expense. And when somebody got cold feet, we took care of him.
What are you doing with the stolen silver?
Stolen? Such an ugly word. I prefer diverted, undisclosed.
Whatever. What do you do with it?
It's used to mint groschen. Genuine groschen.
Genuine? I don't get it.
It's simple, really. Our coiners work with genuine coin dies. We're producing beautiful, new, and especially clean groschen. No one can tell they're not from the Italian court.
Interesting. So they're not counterfeit, they are real. Just generating money. I like it.
About the evidence?
Yes?
I need some proof in my hands. Something that proves Vavak's involvement in the scheme beyond any doubt.
And I can count on you to make sure my name is never mentioned? Will you give me your word?
I'll leave you in suspense. I like that.
You can never be sure about that. I'll leave you in suspense.
At the mercy of a stranger. What a twist of
That's
fate.
awesome.
Here's the key to the chest. You'll find everything you need there. It's behind that door, in the coiner's room. The key to it is right here on the table. You'd better not talk to the coiners. They're an odd bunch.
Is that all?
Aye. Everything.
I'm sure you have something else. Don't tell me you and Vavak didn't exchange letters, for instance.
You must be the devil himself. Here it is. But I'd appreciate it if you kept it to yourself. I'll be on my way. I won't say it was nice to meet you, because that wouldn't be true. I hope we never see each other again.
Likewise. I'll be happy to make sure we don't.
Likewise.
You be gone, son. Thank you for the light, by the way. That's really appreciated. Okay, let's see what we've got on here. Let's see. Let's set 500 as the minimum. We don't take anything below 500 these days, because there's so much that sells for more. A flanged mace. Do you know what? We might take some things below 500, just because I like the weapons. There's a sword falling down the gaps there. Okay, we don't want that. We'll take those. And... oh, tin badge of head start. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Oh, there's a... no, that's fine. We've got what we want. I should come back for the evidence. What about a drink? Oh, do we need a drink? We could probably do with a drink. Let's switch over. I mean, this stuff's all bloody. I need to wash this gear off. Let's take a wine, because that heals us up a little bit anyway. He did say, don't go and talk to the miners, or the coiners. But they might give me a different version of events. Can't get near the damn thing. Hang on, what's that? Tin doppel... Oh, I'll take that one. Thank you. I can't take the dice then. But I need that key, right? I'm guessing I need that key. Why can I not pick the damn key up? Right, okay. And let me... Now can I get it? There we go. A secret Pragouse key. Excellent. So where did you say to go with this? Clockwork Mouse. Thank you for the Prime subscription. Really appreciate that. Cheers. Hope you're having a great day. Let me see. Do we sleep and rest? We don't need to sleep and rest. Is it just further on down here? I see light ahead at the end of the tunnel. Right, you guys are all locked in, I'm guessing. Do you know what? We're going to put something nicer on. Especially if this turns into another fight.
Gilded cage is still a cage.
Jesus Christ. What are you doing here?
I'm here to help you.
What are you doing here?
Get out of here. If the guards catch you, there'll be trouble.
You don't have to worry about the guards. I took care of them.
What about Master Buresh? He was here with them just a while ago.
I talked to Buresh. I reckon he'll be on his way now. Heading somewhere far, far away.
What?
I came to get evidence against Mint Master of Avak. Where can I find it?
There are some books in that chest over there, but it's locked. And only Master Buresh has the keys.
Leave that to me. I still need the genuine coin die from you. It's another piece of evidence.
Everything we do here is clean. Completely.
Except you're minting using stolen silver.
How are we to know where it comes from? It's none of our business.
We're just pawns. We're not hurting anybody.
Nobody's saying any different. Like I said, I'm here to free you. The guards are dead. You're free to leave.
Hang on. That's...
It's just the books you're after, isn't it? Well, so take them and go.
We won't tell nobody nothing. We never saw you here.
Tell me more about this place.
I'm curious now.
I don't know if we can.
Look, he made it this far. I reckon he knows more than we do anyway.
You're probably right. Well, what do you want to know?
How did you end up here?
Through our own stupidity.
We used to work in the mint in the Italian court. Then, one time, we got a bit drunk on the job.
You can really hear the Italian accents, can't you?
And the foreman got pissed off and sacked us.
But then, the mint master himself came to us and offered us a job on the side. He said we'd work somewhere else, for him. And so, here we are.
Who's in charge here?
The mint is run by Master Buresh and his people. Especially that big fella. What's his name? Neri?
They're the ones that bring us food and drink. But other than that, the mint master runs this place personally. He visits every week, a friendly bloke, always asks us if we need anything.
We're well taken care of.
I think my quest bugged, because I saw that Neri guy who sat at the table with Buresh, and we ignored him there. He was obviously the bodyguard. I think he was supposed to turn up for a fight when I met the guy who bought the stables, who I can't remember the name of, the insignificant character we kicked the shit out of. You know, that soldier, and then there was someone else there turned up for a fight. They never got involved. I think one of them was Neri. I think my quest bugged, and they were supposed to be involved. Unless I kicked the crap out of that stables guy so fast, then that was the thing that triggered the end of that encounter, and, well, I don't know. It's kind of odd, though.
Why are they keeping you here?
Well, it's not that we can't leave, exactly.
It's just discouraged. It's pretty dangerous around here, what with the bandits and the like.
Don't you miss the world above? Sunshine, daylight?
Bandits?
Not really. Come to think of it, we've got everything we need down here.
They even brought some wenches here for us once. But I'm not really into that, anyway.
We've got plenty of food and drink, and good drink at that.
And coin. When they let us go, we'll be rolling in it.
I'll be having that. Oh, we've got that one, have we?
Why don't you want to leave?
We're just supposed to stay here.
And we're told not to go far. The Mint Master would be angry.
Okay. Let's try that one. Well, that looks easier. No, let's try that one.
I'll take care of Vavak. You have my word. With the evidence I'll bring against him, he'll be finished. When I'm done with him, you'll be the last thing on his mind.
You reckon it's really safe that we could go up top?
I'm sure of it.
So, if he says the guards are gone...
Then we could... What do you think?
I don't know. I can't believe it.
Me neither. We're really...
Free! We're free!
Free!
You're welcome. Maybe I should have asked them some more questions. Oh well, they've gone. So, there's loot over there. Somewhere. Save your schnapps. Excellent. I wanted some of those. Secret mint ledgers. And 205 groschen. Not bad, not bad. Rob that one. Do I need any of that? I'll take those. You never know. Freedom is a subjective term. Well, they're now free to starve and die. Not necessarily in that order. Because of my stupid Nighthawk potion, I can't see a goddamn thing in front of me. It's too glary. We got 2 more chests. Let's see what's in this one. More groschen. Nothing particularly exciting. Okay, I'll take the lead ball. And a bag of nails. I don't think I want a bag of nails. Right, I think we're done down here, are we? J. Conclude your investigation with Christian. We've got the evidence, right? I maybe need to look at it. Oh! Okay, that looks like evidence. We'll see. Map to the secret mint. I never actually looked at that. Maybe I should have had that. Let's check that out. Okay. Right, let's get out of here. This is terrible. We have the evidence. We'll go upstairs and try and find a wash. I bet that just leads to the other door. Oh, I wonder if that would have been the way of sneaking in there. Probably. And I've just gone off the beaten track and now we're lost. And we're never going to find it. Oh, I found a store. That looks like a bag of money, but I can't access it. That's a shame. A lot of lead balls around. There's a lot more lead balls than there is firearms, I've noticed. Or should I say, there's more people storing ammunition than there are people who own firearms. I've come to that place, right? It's down here. Pretty sure it's just right down the end of here. This is where Henry climbs a ladder, holding the flaming torch in his teeth. Unless I get to the top and then someone kicks me back in. And we have to find another way out through the tunnels. That would be most unwelcome at this point. Anyone waiting for me? There's something going off down there. Mind you, everything looks like it's a lot of likes. I've still got this bloody Nighthawk potion. Soldiers. I don't think we need the soldiers. We don't need to kill them. We're done. Let's get the horse and go. Nice. Nice. We've done good, I think. Did I need Frankfurt steel for something? It's used in various recipes, but it's also one that's easier to get, so I can manage without that. Shall we spend the night in Grund? I think I might have a bed there. Yeah, this is somewhere I was wanted at one point. I definitely remember being wanted here. There's an inn. The inn is right here. There should be somewhere to have a wash. Right, let's fix that up. Let's change into my thievery gear. Wash that one off as well. At least if we get the thick off with the gore and the blood and the guts and the brains. Right, back to a more regular outfit. Excellent. So, I thought we'd bought...
You should have a light.
Oh, it's a smelter.
You want to be outside after sunset?
All right.
You need a lit torch.
All right.
That's the law.
It's enough. Calm
And
down.
lo, there was and he saw that it was good.
I lockpick. I think I need to move on.
Excuse me?
This ain't safe. Let's go. This just ain't safe. I don't know what's going on. I could have sworn I've bought an inn there at some point, but maybe not. Bought a bed, I mean. That would be nice if Henry could actually buy an inn. I do! Look, there it is. There it is. Right. Everyone's piling out. Maybe I was using the wrong entrance. Let's try again. We're going to go and find my bed, and I'm going to stay there till morning.
Why aren't you asleep?
No. It's trespassing. It's a bug. We'll move on. That was a 1.2 patch bug, right? That came in. What the hell was that? Those bloody cats. Please don't. Please don't. Oh, they've built a wall around the church. So how do we get out of here?
Go!
There we go. Now we can enjoy Bohemia by moonlight. I see the fireflies. But I don't think they lead to anything, do they? I've never really satisfactorily answered that question. Do they lead to loot or something hidden? Every time I thought they might, it turns out to be nothing. Yeah, there's a few inns where I can't access anymore, even though I've bought beds there. I get arrested for trespass. I'd slept in one after I paid for the room and got thrown out for trespassing, which was quite awkward. Yeah, they shouldn't give a horse license to someone like me, should they? It's terrible. Right, my man, wake up.
Christian, I'm trying to sleep. Come back in the morning.
The problem with that is that it's easier said than done. I'm going to get arrested for this. What's this? This doesn't save the game, by the way. Let's try that. See if someone comes in and kicks me out of bed. They got annoyed here about the yard, not the bed. Yeah, I was going to have to run through the yard, though, to get to the bed. Oh, hello.
Shoo! Get out of my sight.
Us vagabonds sleeping in beds, eh? Well, it worked. There's a bit of complaining going on next door. It'll be fine.
I got the evidence against Mintmaster Vavak.
Really? Let me see.
Here. His handwritten records of the whole scheme.
There are names, amounts paid, mines, smelting works, yields. I'll be damned. This is perfect, Henry. This could wipe him out for good. Where did you find this?
In the secret mint.
Vavak had a secret mint where coins were minted from the silver they stole. That's where he kept the books.
He obviously had it all worked out to the last detail. Remarkable. Did you have any trouble getting it?
The owner of the smelting works, Buresh, tried to stop me. Luckily, he was reasonable, and Made a deal.
What deal?
I let him go in exchange for him telling me everything.
I understand. He's clever enough to know when he's walking on thin ice. Be it as it may, I'll get in touch with Buresh and have a talk with him. There's one more thing. Was there anyone else in that mint?
There were some coiners being held. I wonder if we could have actually kept that quiet about the mint, kept the coiners down there and had a steady supply of groschen, which would have been really cool, except that we don't need the groschen at all. But it would have been really cool, wouldn't it?
There were some coiners being held prisoner.
Jesus Christ! Held prisoner!
Vavat locked them up there to work for him.
My God! He really is an unscrupulous monster. Did you let them out?
I did, but it took some persuading. They were afraid.
Thank God for that. When you talked to them, did you see a coin die anywhere?
I might have done.
They gave it to me quite willingly.
I'm curious. Let me see.
Here.
What the? It's genuine! That means all the groschen minted from the silver stolen by Vivak are absolutely clean! In any case, we uncovered something big, Henry. But I'm afraid no matter what Master Buresh told you at the mint, no one will believe us.
Luckily, I've got this. A letter from
Ah,
Vavat
that
to
was the
Master
persuasion
Buresh.
test.
He actually gave it to me willingly, for letting him go.
This really is the last piece of the mosaic. But be that as it may, we know enough. I've been thinking it all over while you were gone. The scheme Master Ulrich Vavak von Neuhaus has been running under our nose is incredibly insolent. But it's also one of the cleverest fraudulent schemes I've ever heard of. With those books in Rittard's hands, Vivak won't remain long in his post, and it's now pretty clear who will replace him. And a side income like that could prove
Here we go.
useful to many people, if you take my meaning.
I'm listening.
I'm listening.
I knew you'd understand. Everything would stay the same. Entering false figures in the books, processing the ore in the works, a secret mint, only there would be a change in management. I'll have to find replacements for Fett and Hammond in the mines. But that shouldn't be difficult. A miner jumps at coin like a dog at a bone.
What happened to Herman and Fett?
Not long after you left, Herman disappeared. They saw him on the road to Grunt, and they found Fett on the spoil tip with a broken neck.
Oh, God.
You think it's related?
Who knows?
Is it?
Maybe
Is it
Herman told
related?
someone you were snooping around and that Fett talked. Things like that can get you killed.
Shit.
They're both gone, and now I have to deal with it. I'll have to arrange a deal with Master Buresh. But knowing him, he won't be opposed to a reasonable
I should have
agreement,
killed him.
And I'll take care of the coiners myself. Nothing really changes for you. You can blackmail Vavak.
New management. You did tell me
Keep
so.
your tongue tied about the whole scheme. I've got a little something here for you, as a bonus. And I'll give you something extra for the genuine coin die. All you have to do is nod.
Doesn't that mean you'll be stealing from Ruthard?
Do me a favor. Ruthard will want to be in on it.
How can you be so sure?
If there's one thing I've learnt about silver, it's that it's got one special property. It never stinks. It surely doesn't smell bad to you either, eh?
I'm not sure what to do with this. I honestly don't. It's too good of an operation to let it go to waste. It is a good one.
I just want to save my lord, Hans Capon. That's why I'm doing this.
I'm not interested in your motives, Henry. I don't know what you and Ruthard agreed on. That's between you and him. You've heard my offer.
The miners are getting killed as a result.
I'm no thief.
I am the biggest
This isn't
thief.
theft, Henry. It's business. A mutually beneficial arrangement that will also help the Lord's efforts to stand up to
Now that's
Sigismund.
different.
You understand that?
That's different.
Right?
All right. I'll keep my mouth shut.
Excellent. You won't regret it. But don't forget, you can blackmail Vavak with the evidence all you want, but leave the path of silver to me. Here's your secret records and copies of the books from the mines and the smelting works for comparison.
Thank you.
No, thank you. It was a pleasure working with you, Henry. I wish you the best of luck. Maybe we'll see each other again. And give my regards to Sir Kunzling. It'll be a great weight off his chest.
This is interesting. So, apart from the side we didn't obviously need the money from this, because we are absolutely loaded. What's that book? Taking French leave. Report to the retards. I'll have that. Thank you very much. I have no idea what it was, but I'm having it. Right, let's walk out. So we're helping in the rebellion now. We're not just lining our own pockets. That is the official story, and people are...
Can I help you?
I think I'm trespassing. Oh, the quest's over. I'm not supposed to be in there anymore. Let me just make some space. My horse is trespassing. Pebbles, you're going to jail. Right, let me just get out of town quickly. We have that to do. Let's go to Grund. I just want to get out of this area fast. That gives us some thinking time. Excellent. Yeah, all the smoke is stationary. That one's working. Yeah, the rest is stationary in distance. That's a shame. Okay. Right, cool. I don't know. We're in something rotten now? Oh, no, that's another quest. We've got to go and see the bathhouse and just report to the Rutards. So we're going to do the something rotten quest next. Then report to the Rutards. And then by that time, the Council of the Baths should have sorted itself out. That was good. I enjoyed that quest. There was a lot to it. Bit of sneaking around, a lot of questioning. Game was willing to teach us something about medieval mining if we were interested. Bit of fighting. Yeah, it was a good quest. Very good quest. All right, folks. We're going to call it there for tonight. I'm going to go and see Mrs. GFL and take the dog for a walk. I probably won't stream over the weekend. But I will be back on Monday where we're going to crack on with this. Absolutely loving this. I do need to try and do something a bit more with this. But we'll play the DLC when it comes out. Maybe not on the day of release. As if I remember the previous DLCs on the old game, the first game, there's a few buggy things on release. So we'll see though. But soon. Soon. We'll get to it quickly. Unless I can get the game finished first and then we'll go on to them. I don't know how far I am through. I was a long time ago going to look at the how far we're through on this, weren't we? Player stats. We are 102 hours in. So quite a lot. Money acquired 136,000 groschen. And yet I only have about half that now, so I've spent an awful lot. Yeah, quite a lot. Anyway, have a great weekend if I don't see you over the weekend. And we'll meet you back in Bohemia for some more adventures on the next stream. Goodbye for now.